Go on.
Join us for the BB on Blast podcast with snake sound effects with Lindsay and Gaz. Gas doesn't work. Yes, gas. We might have gas after that meal.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to BB on Blast. What?
The demise of what are they? Drully.
Drully.
Oh.
Are they even Drully though? Were they back in the past called Drully by the public?
I don't know. I think they were. Yeah.
Excuse me. There's another sound effect. Yeah, I didn't pick it up, I'm sure. But yeah, we're drinking wine, so...
Cheers, we're drinking again.
Cheers.
Hopefully not as much as last week, although we were told it was a good look for the podcast to be drunk and abusive.
Were we?
Mm.
Okay. By who?
Yeah, Alfie said, I was listening to this start of part 2, and it was hilarious.
Isn't it Dan heckling in the background?
Yeah,
it wasn't even us.
It was a slagging off Jules, I think.
Speak for yourself, probably more you.
Oh, come on. I'm sure you had a few
I forgot about the outfit.
Yeah.
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 Let's just talk about the week. What a downer for, our enjoyment, no?
Yeah, shit, innit?
I was really gutted that Tolly went, weren't you?
Yeah.
She's great TV. She's the only one that I really, invested enough in to, I actually looked for the extended vote. I actually couldn't access it, but I've got it now, which we can look at later.
It also sort of came out the blue, really, didn't it? Because it was like no one was really gunning for her. Then suddenly Taras got his knickers in the twist about her, and then the rest was history.
Well, for you it might have done, but for me, I subscribed to Tully's podcast.
Oh no!
And Spotify sent a notification, and her episode is called "It's Time to Go." Tully, and I got spoiled days before.
Jesus, Tully.
Well, it's not Tully's fault. It's Spotify's fault. It's me being subscribed to the podcast. I should have thought. And that's probably why I wasn't subscribed in the first place. Because last year she was interviewing evictees, and it was potentially going to spoil me. And when it came to it this year, I was like, why don't I subscribe to this? So I just subscribed idly.
Oh dear.
Rookie error.
That's
Foolish
a bit of a shame.
child.
That's a shame. Yeah, well, I mean, it was obvious she was going to go from the start of the episode. They set it up so not haphazardly. No, not ham-fistedly. What's the word I'm looking for? Heavy-handedly.
There you go.
I want to.
What was I about to say about it?
Tully. It's time to go.
Oh, what was I going to say about it?
Did you listen to the podcast? What did she
forgot.
say? I don't know. It'll come back to you if it's interesting.
No, it won't though. It's never going to come back. It's
well,
gone.
what should we do? Just sit here and wait for it to come back?
Yeah, just wait for a minute.
Have a moment of silence.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
What are we waiting for, Big Brother? I don't know.
Yeah, and I was disappointed to lose Drew as well because it was so close and we could have easily kept him. I know everyone's gone off Drew this year, but I've still got a place
you included
in my heart for him. Yeah, but still, those old days.
Let's not forget that since Sam left, Drew has become infinitely better TV.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
He
finally he wasn't attached
worse.
to another human by the lips, and he actually had a voice.
Plus, Drew is in my top 2 best-looking Big Brother international men of all time. Top 2 might even be number 1.
Who's number 1? Well, who's his partner in the top 2?
Young Kaser.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he did look good back in the day. Another person who's now receding and gone to seed.
It's like a playing card. I've got Young Kaser, like a card, Big Brother trading card game. I got Old Man Kaser or Young Kaser.
No one wants Old Man CEO Kaser. We want the young, I've just sealed your partner's fate Kaser.
Not watching the world burn Kaser.
Yeah, we don't want that. Although I'll still take that as well, but, if I had to choose. So, yeah.
Oh, what did I have to say about Tully's eviction? My spoiler.
It will come to you when we get to talking about the actual eviction.
Because of your hers. your hers derailed it.
Look.
That gold now. Just like all of Lulu's best moments on the cutting room floor in my mind.
It's like the cornflake house. Who else did we lose? That was it, wasn't it? Just Drew and Tully. That's bad enough.
Don't we normally use 3 people? No, it's only 2.
The OGs have just fucked themselves completely.
The OGs are gone.
They're stupid. They've played such a terrible game. absolutely diabolical.
Well, they haven't yet helped themselves with like HOH votes and stuff.
Voting Trev out.
Just I just think at times when they could have made better decisions. Yeah. Sometimes people have let it slide because they want someone else to have a chance to be in HOH. Yeah. Or whatever. It's like, no, you can't do that.
Again, this week that was what happened.
Right, with JC.
Yeah. Oh, fucking JC.
Meatbag.
Get him off my screen.
Get him.
Meatbag. Go away.
I'd rather watch a meat bag. Just a bag of meat. What is a meat bag? Just a plastic bag of meat.
Oh no. Well, I wouldn't. I'd rather watch JC, but, there's things I'd rather watch more than that.
I am just saying that for dramatic effect. JC, I'm sure his heart's in the right place, but he's not good television.
No. He's got some nice clothes.
He's got my trainers, actually. The ones I wore here today, I think.
Oh, he's got a lovely...
It's like Nike. Yeah, see? Yeah. He's got those. He wears those.
Got some nice shirts. Lovely face. That's it. The end. That's the end of that story. Nice hair. That's it.
Bit too peculiar for you.
Oh, boobs. They've all got boobs in that
Spectacular.
As for Taras, what the fuck
Towie. Towie. As for Towie.
As for Towie, Taras is
He's
really...
eating half my dinner tonight, that cat.
these people. He's really...
Taras?
Yeah, God. He's really had his moment in the sun and gone sour.
Yeah.
Hasn't he?
He really had his Ari moment, didn't he?
Yeah, he did actually. It's like, you were better off just... He was flying...
Keeping stum.
He was flying under that radar. Then they did that task. Then that was it. His gang was exposed.
Ray Dunn.
Lying naked on the floor. What? Ray
Dunn.
Dunn. Nice.
Lying naked on the floor. Excuse me.
We've just had fish and chips, which is why we're
and that's why the cat was eating my food, because cats like fish. And I didn't think he was going to eat my human food, but he wouldn't take it.
Charlie likes a bit of human food.
He wouldn't take it from my hand. He just nudged my fingers to put it down.
He's like trying to sort it out of Gaz's fingers. I actually had sausage and chips. I'm a big sausage lover, just like Reggie.
Oh, big brother, I really want a sausage.
Sausage is like the best thing, but it's so cruel, but yet so tasty. It's hard, isn't it?
Cruel.
It is. It's hard.
Why? Because it goes with the mincer.
So the pig. Well, hopefully not while still alive. Pigs are nice and sweet. I'd feel guilty about it, but God, it tastes so bloody good. It's a real issue.
I feel guilty about it, but...
Oh, come on. That's my policy on everything. Feel guilty about this, guilty about that. Just do it anyway.
But...
Right, come on. Let's talk about these
we're going
episodes.
to talk about the week. All right.
Yeah. Oh, you want to talk about the week?
No, I mean, are we going to go through the week?
Yeah, let's go through the week.
Let's do it. How many hours is this going to take?
Oh, God.
Strap in, people.
Strap chat. So, it was a bit of a hint of what was to come, because we had this...
Was it?
Tully saying she's being dragged down by Drew, and then we had the old footage from the 1950s of Tully and Drew in the house. Why are you looking...
Because my notes start with Taras meditating, so...
Right, and then what's after that?
Don't know, audition, soundbite, bingo I've written.
Okay.
It's episode 20, no? Or is it episode 19? Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Keep talking.
I just wrote new pod, which wasn't very helpful. But this is what happened at the start. Tully and Drew. This is the one where Tully went. Yeah.
You probably just found Taras meditating quite boring.
Yeah, I didn't need to make a note about that. It wasn't of interest to me.
Oh, but it was where they were setting Taras up to be a villain. No? Did you not clock this one?
No, go on.
So I put audition soundbite bingo. Taras is not here to make friends.
Ah, nice.
Check that off your bingo cards. He says, money can buy you friends. Cross that one off your cards.
Can it, though?
No, not
Just
really.
by you hangers on.
And everybody loves me. I thought it was all very, like, things they pulled out of his audition tape. Very, like, let's construct... Take those sensationalist comments and, like, construct a character around this person.
Was he actually saying those things, though? Was he going...
They probably were out of context, but I don't think they were spliced.
Don't you think it was worse than ever this week, the splicing? It was, like, almost unwatchable, I thought, at some points, how bad it was. Yeah. It was just... it does ruin my enjoyment of it a bit. Not to be a hater, not to be a minge bag.
But... You haven't said.
What?
You haven't said.
What do you mean?
This is a problem for you.
It's just... I go to write something down, and I'm like, I'm not even going to bother to write that down because it's not what they said. So then I just don't write. And then I just don't write it down because like they didn't actually say that. So I'm just being a fool to even play the game.
Yeah, focus on Drew versus Tully. I've written... Is this from the past? Clips from the past?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they had a little montage with Ben in the pool.
Yeah,
I'm in the pool.
Yeah, they were having that round. Like, no one can hear us. It's like, oh, I'm here. That was sweet. It was nice to see Ben featured, even though I do find him a bit try-hard.
I think that I maybe only have, like, sparing notes here, so...
Tully said her first experience was ruined by Drew, but that was partially her own doing. Well, yeah.
Ruined by?
Yeah. I might have paraphrased that slightly. She said, this time I'll come to play my own game and be a strong, independent woman. But then...
Throw your hands up at me.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that song. And then they showed Tully and Drew arguing now, bickering. Tully said, have you washed your hair yet? His hair did look very, very greasy. And Drew said, I'm going to burn this place to the ground. Whoa.
What, instead of washing his hair?
Yeah, God.
I'd rather just do the shampooing, to be honest.
Dramatic. Why does he leave his hair to go so greasy?
I don't know. I always thought maybe he was putting something in it that made it look greasy.
No.
Like a Brillo cream or something.
No, he's
Brill cream.
He's Brillo cream. He's been using that on his scalp. No, he's always had greasy hair.
There's a bit visible scalp going on this week.
Oh,
Did you see that in a clip? Is he going a bit...
bald?
Is he?
Yeah, he's got some bald patches.
It's traction alopecia, because he was always putting it in a bun.
I think he's pulling it in the bun to hide the bald spot. That's one of the things he does.
Oh, recipe for disaster. I've written that this is the most reality we've seen on this show for a while, and I don't have notes for it, apparently.
Oh, that's helpful.
But didn't you think that Drew and Tully's relationship clips here, even though it was a bit like kind of fleeting and it's like, here's what you didn't see, it just felt like the most real stuff that we'd seen, because they are true connections.
Yeah, definitely. And Tully went off and she said, it's so early for his grumpy attitude and I think he's got his period. Oof. And
is that okay to say? It's a bit like what a man says about a woman. I don't know if it's...
Yeah, it's called reclaiming it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it not just perpetuate the bad narrative, though?
No, it's turning on its head. It's like reclaiming the word queer. It's like that.
All right.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
I think it's quite funny. Tully said, I'm the one being triggered with him being in here. And then they started saying it's down to the pointy end. They've been saying that quite a lot this week. We tend to say the sharp end, don't we? Do you say the pointy end?
Not pointy.
What about squeaky bum time?
I didn't say that either. What is that?
It's a football thing, apparently.
Yeah.
Because you like.
I'm sure we've had this discussion.
Yeah, because Jack was telling me about it when you like wiggle on their seats because they're excited or something. I don't know. I know it's pathetic, isn't it?
We call we call squeaky bum time something else in the gay community.
Oh God, I'm getting a visceral image here. So the next thing I've got is the majority rules competition.
Oh, the to win a barbecue in the booths.
If you just switched your phone off, that's very helpful.
Yes,
I like this competition because it's like an old school BB competition, isn't it? Like rate yourself in order of most. Yeah. It wasn't quite like that, but it had a vibe of that.
It exposes feelings of how you feel about other people, doesn't it?
And Johnson and Reggie had to be the ones who were trying to guess what the majority was ruling.
Ruling. One whiteboard to rule them all. So there's that traffic light which signifies to the housemates whether they've got it right or wrong. And if they got it wrong, they were like being sprayed with water and stuff, right? Yeah. Out of that little shed.
I could see people in there spraying them.
It's bad, isn't it?
The ninjas.
Don't even put a glove on anymore, those ninjas. Hide behind a sheet. Yeah, I've written an old BB classic here, actually.
I liked it.
So the questions was things like, who is flying under the radar? Who is the biggest whinger? Who are they?
Who is the funniest was Tim.
Remember who was the whinger was Tully, remember?
Oh, yeah.
That caused a bit of a...
You're going in the wrong order.
Oh, I just written down what I could remember because I was eating at the time. Well, you take the lead then.
I think I should, because your notes are quite frankly shy. Who is the funniest? Tim. Reggie said it was her. Reggie is pretty funny.
Didn't everyone know that Reggie would say it was her?
Yeah,
as well?
yeah. But she's right. If you're,
She's funny. I think she's funny.
I think if you're a woman and you're funny, you don't get as much credit as if you're a man and funny.
The thing is, like, she's not purposely funny.
Oh,
She's
right.
not a comedian. Like, you wouldn't go to Reggie's stand-up gig.
Oh,
Actually,
I don't know.
I would. But like,
what are you saying? We're laughing at her, not with her.
Yeah.
No, I disagree
It's like
with that.
it's a bit like clumsy. She's a bit clumsy around certain things, and
Yeah.
that's funny, no?
No, she can be funny as well because, like, when she's just being, biting with people and stuff. Alicia put that she was the funniest. Okay.
Oh God! Give your head a wobble.
And then Tim upside down is wit. Estelle said that,
but it's not because T upside down is not a T.
Oh yeah, you're right. Tim went, "I'll be selling tickets to my comedy show." I'd go to see Tim's comedy show. Drew is the biggest...
And he looks a bit like that Tim Minchin guy.
Oh, yeah, Tim Minchin. Oh, I don't like that guy. Drew is the biggest bitch in the house. Was that a thing?
That was you.
Who is... What?
That was your judgment.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Who is flying under the radar? Taras is a good answer, but the fact that everyone knows it, is he? JC isn't under the radar. He's not even on the radar.
Is
Not
that just
even
your
on
commentary?
my radar. Yeah, that was my commentary. Taras said, "Oh, well, that's my gameplay ruined." Reggie and Johnson got it wrong. They said Gabby was flying under the radar.
I think that's probably true. Do you not?
I thought Taras...
No one thinks to come for Gabby. That is the definition of flying under the radar. Like, she's just not on anyone's radar.
No, because she's so boring.
Exactly.
She's just like there,
Never
literally
moved house,
just there. just. Oh yeah, I saw a tweet where Gabby was moaning that they'd not shown her VT like 40 days in or whatever. They're still not showing my VT. Can you imagine how fucking boring it was that they're still not showing it?
The new Charlotte.
Yeah. And then what? People behind with hoses, yes. Laziest was JC. Who would they like to bring back? They all said Trev.
Everyone said Trev. Queen sleeps.
What?
Clean sweep, I meant.
And but Reggie said Dave. I'd bring back Dave.
Because she loves Dave. Yeah, and I love how committed she is to Dave that she thought everyone else would agree.
Yeah.
Blind faith.
Bring back Dave.
Probably a poor turn of phrase. Sorry, Reggie. I'd love to actually meet Reggie in real life.
Maybe one day.
Just because I was like, sorry, Reggie, as if like she's here.
Johnson put... Oh, hold on. The next one was most likely to win. Most people said Reggie, but Johnson put Alicia. Don't know why.
Do you think that might have been a strategic play on Johnson's part to sort of like try and turn some attention on Alicia?
Oh, maybe. I don't think
Is
so.
he that smart?
I think he's quite friendly with Alicia, isn't he?
Oh.
Biggest whinger was Tully. Tully is going to spit the dummy. I think those are my notes there. Drew said, people... Oh, you should probably have skipped me, Tully, because it was so obvious he was going to say Tully. How rude.
Who did Tully say? I don't think they showed her board. I want to know who Tully thought.
No, didn't say.
She admitted it was her.
Every single person can't be wrong, I've said. And Tully can't even whinge about it in response because it's about her being a big whinger. She literally is nothing you can do, can you? You're just like painted into a corner then. You've got to like suck it up.
Painted into a corner. So what I want to know is, and this is what I would talk to Tully about if I ever got the chance, and I feel like we should actually angle for Tully.
Oh yeah, why don't we get Tully?
I think we should, because I was listening to her podcast today, and
Hello.
It's her like post-eviction podcast, and she recorded it obviously ahead of the show airing, just so that she could get it out there. So there's no way that her co-host could have seen the show,
right?
But her co-host sounds so fucking uninterested in Big Brother that and I don't think she knows much about Big Brother, like, you know, the history.
A normal person.
Yeah, she's a normie. So I feel like with us who really care and we want to get into the nitty gritty, it would just be a different energy. So I feel like it would be nice to talk to her.
I would like to do that. We were saying, weren't we, earlier in the week? I think, correct me if I'm wrong, listeners, I think me and Gaz are literally the only podcast who covers every single English-speaking Big Brother. I can't think of another podcast that covers all the different versions like we do.
I don't think so, because nobody's got time for that.
No, because no one's as sad as that. But... Look, I'm trying to big
Your claim to fame is this.
I'm trying to big us up here. Can you shut up? So
yeah, the only one.
That's a good selling point. Like, we know it inside and out.
Yeah, well, between us, pretty much.
Yeah, like
for the most part.
Yeah, so that's a good
We've got
selling
our blind
point.
spots too, just like the Big Brother house.
And Reggie. Fuck it up. It'll be like this, is it? The lowest common denominator. So, and then what happened?
Reggie really wants a sausage. They passed that damn task somehow. Tully is not happy about being called out as a whinger.
No.
She thinks it puts a target on her back. Well, it sort of did in a way.
Yeah, it probably did. But everyone knew you were injured anyway.
It's true. Well, wait, I didn't get to my point. This is what I want to talk to Tully about.
Yeah.
Is that I feel like things I know about Tully is she deals with anxiety on a regular basis anyway, and she's obviously quite emotionally led.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I'd agree with that.
player.
Yeah.
And being in the Big Brother house now, we see very little of it, and like we actually don't see much of like Tully's emotions. Do you want to open the window?
Do you mind?
No.
Thanks.
So yeah, we don't actually see much of these emotional outbursts, but for the housemates, it's all very obvious. They all immediately went Tully, but we haven't seen it apart from
we want to see
one
it.
tiny clip package where Dave and Tim in the garden went, "Oh, Tully's doing my head in," and then they showed us a little clip package. But what I'm saying is, it's like a sanitized Big Brother where it's the storyline that is king. So we see the storyline, but we don't see what it's really like for people to go through the experience. But what I want to know from Tully and what I would want to talk to her about is the experience exactly as intense as it was last time around? Because I think it is for the housemates going through it, and because it doesn't have the same clout in the way it's broadcast. Like it's not live, it's not happening now. It feels low stakes to us.
Yeah.
But to them it must feel equally high stakes.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's almost a disservice to the format because it takes the jeopardy out of it because it's not happening now.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
do you know what I mean? I just feel like it's the same experience for someone living in it.
Yeah.
But the feeling for us is different.
Yes.
They've just been put through the ringer again.
Yes.
Tully probably feels exactly the same now, going through the experience as she did then.
Yeah.
But for us as a viewer, it's just like, oh, it's just this new Big Brother, and it's like light version. And it doesn't matter because it's all just a story.
But I think it will be hard for her to compare the two because she literally was going through a massive thing the first time. Losing her girlfriend and gaining Drew, sort of, so to speak.
Well, win some, you lose some.
Yeah. Which seemed like a bigger win at the time than it probably was. So I'm sure that made it like a million times more intense. But yeah, on the whole, like just the day-to-day spirits of living.
Yeah, it must be just as intense, if not more intense, with the whole physical competitions, day in, day out.
Plus, the second time you got your reputation to ruin.
Yeah,
which we have seen
that comes with a lot of pressure.
Yeah, many times before. And you don't want to go in there as a loved kind of character. And Tully is a polarising character, but I think most people do like her. And you could come out and everyone could hate you and just think you're a nightmare.
Yeah.
So that would be a bit worrying.
And in some ways, maybe worse, because you might think, oh, I didn't hold myself very well in this situation or that situation. And then you have to sit on it for 9 months, and then the public get to see it.
Was it really 9 months ago they filmed that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think so. I saw a tweet that she said that. And then she also was saying today how, on the podcast, Too Much Tully, by the way, that she will always have, like, she didn't say the spectre of, but I'm using that term, like, her first Big Brother experience will never leave her. Whenever anything is written about her, it will always be the last paragraph which says about she broke up with fell in with love with Drew and broke up with the girlfriend or whatever. Yeah. She'll just never escape that narrative.
No, that's true, no. That would probably be on her gravestone. It's true, isn't it? That's the big story. But then if all that had never happened, maybe Tully and Drew wouldn't have come back this year, so, you know. You win some, you lose some. Hold on. Who would they evict next? Was another question. Who's the next most likely to get evicted? And Drew or Taras was a high probability. And Estelle drew a cat and said Josie.
Why did she draw a cat?
I don't know.
No.
Is it pussy? Not sure. Coded message. Reggie desperate for sausage.
She is desperate for that sausage.
Oh, she should have had that one. I just had it. It was really nice.
Tully said that Drew is the reason that she's whinging, and she now needs to pull him aside. Do you remember this section where Tully goes, "It's better that we've got no witnesses"? this conversation.
Oh yeah, but then Tim quoted.
Guys, I'm in the pool.
Tim quoted Ben. I think Tim is very
self-aware.
Self-aware and knows what the fans want. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like self-referential.
Yeah.
Like that was cool, especially because they'd already shown it before. It was like he knows what
makes good TV.
Yeah, he does. He sure does.
And also, nostalgia is one of the most powerful things in the book. Like any movie franchise that like comes back is cheap. It's easy, but it hits you in the feels every time.
Yeah, that's true. Even though they ruin it most of the time. So Drew said, "You're making snide comments to me." He said, "I know I'm snappy at you, but I've been hungry and testy." Ooh. Tully said to him...
This is when they're sat together in the chairs.
In the corner. Tully said to him, "Do you think you've been a real peach in here?"
I like that, yeah.
A real peach.
Drew said his patience for Tully's at an all-time low. Yeah, she's like, you can say something and I can't. You think you've been a real peach. I love the turn of phrase Australia. I think Australians are great.
Drew said, "You know exactly which buttons to press with me." Oh, not the button. I don't agree with pressing buttons. I don't agree with pressing buttons as a thing. And Drew said... That's
because aggressive men use it,
yeah, exactly. Oh, she pushed my buttons. Fuck off.
Push the button and let me know.
Sugar babes. OG lineup. Reggie'd like that.
Oh, Siobhan, she's a real OG. Not like Heidi.
Oh, the intruder, sugar babes. Drew said, "You need to be less dramatic." And Tully said...
You need to be less aggressive.
Tully can never be less dramatic. I don't think Drew is particularly... I don't think aggressive is the right word to describe him, but he is a bit gruff, I'd say.
I'd say we probably haven't seen it all.
No, that's true. I don't think he's aggressive, though. But, she would know better than me.
You want to see an horrible bastard?
Yeah, she would know better than me. Drew said, "We've not spent this amount of time together since we were together." Well,
that's
that makes
mad,
sense.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, is it 9 years ago, right?
It would be weird to be living with your ex-boyfriend, don't you think?
Imagine just a bit.
Yeah.
Especially in the intensity of the Big Brother house. Yeah. And with your ex-boyfriend and their new squeeze.
Yeah.
Tully is... Yeah. I don't think we've seen the half of what Tully must have had to deal with.
That'd be
and what she must...
we could ask her.
Yeah, like a diary room uncut. I'm sure Tully must have been spilling a lot of stuff, but you don't even get a pure diary room session out of this show. God, we're both burping our socks off.
Don't be stupid. You do get a pure diary room session. And here's what Tully had to say about Sam. "I hate Sam." When actually she seemed to like her, didn't she?
Yeah, I think she did. But I still think that's a very awkward and intense situation.
Very.
And especially when I think Tully would have rather kind of made amends with Drew. Although it does seem like they're on good terms already, but I think she would have rather sort of played more closely with Drew from what she said in that conversation.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's an inbuilt alliance, isn't it? That wasn't utilised very well at all.
I've written... Tully said they should be watertight, but they're not, and she's sad about it. And I've written, it's nice and emotional seeing them say they love each other, because they do, but it's just not like that. It's like that sort of... It's
a brother-sister type thing now.
Yeah, it's like a deep understanding of the other person, right? Where you sort of transition beyond the romantic relationship.
It's like they're a family member, and they get on your nerves.
And that's why they kind of hate each other so much, but it's all out of love. It's weird, isn't it?
It's more like that now.
And imagine, on a version of Big Brother where this was actually live and we saw daily shows, it would be so much more compelling and interesting to unpack.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt about that.
I'm going to get the wine.
Oh, please.
I thought you'd never ask.
Yeah, the other thing that Drew said was, "You make me boil over." Ooh, that's another good... That maybe is aggressive. After all, that is aggressive terminology. Yeah. And they said they both see each other regularly on the outside. I think he said he sees her most... Do you think saw her most weeks? Or speaks to her most weeks?
Yeah, in my...
Text
in
her,
my
maybe.
mention.
Yeah, text her or something.
In communication with most weeks, I think he might have said at one point.
Drew said, "You infuriate me." But Tully said, "I love you," and he said, "I love you too, psycho."
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
See, I thought that it's... Well, and I think for the most part, it's been Tully saying I love you and Drew not saying it back.
No, he did say it. He said, "I love you too, psycho." That felt like a real conversation, was my note.
Yeah, see? And that's what I said earlier.
That's what we're here for, Big Brother.
Yeah, we like the real conversations. We don't want to be stuck together.
No, we want the real conversation.
Yeah.
My next thing I've got is Taras wants to be HOH and is talking in pure Frankenbites. That's why I didn't write down what he said because it just
pure Frankenbites.
yeah, it was just like absolute garbage. So then they had the barbecue dinner and there were sausages. What did Reggie do when she saw those sausages? How did she eat those sausages?
Salivated? Did she?
Oh,
I don't know. What was she
having
doing?
an orgasm.
Was she?
She's like, over the sausages. It was like, I mean, like a good porking, but
Oh my god!
I just wanted to say it because of the sausage.
I didn't know that was a term.
Yeah, porking. Phil,
Good lord.
only half an hour in.
I do want to say about that Taras section about him wanting to go for HOH. He was working on Tully's vote specifically,
Right.
that we saw anyway, and promising that he was not going to come for her.
Oh, he made a lot of promises this week, that boy.
Can't keep no promises.
I keep thinking he's a boy. He's 34.
Is he?
Don't you think he's like 25?
Is he a boy?
Yeah, he's
Is he a boy?
34. He's a man, not a boy. Shout out, Jezzy Hawks.
He's not a boy. Oh.
Don't you think? You don't think of him as being 34. I think of him as being like 25.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's sort of ageless, isn't he?
Well, weird, because he's got like an old man face.
Oh, he's
but,
got a cock nose as well.
What's a cock nose?
His nose is in the shape of a long, thin penis.
Oh my god.
Yeah, check it out, actually. Oh no, I was going to say you can't because he's gone, but he's still there, so you can check it out next week. A cock nose.
I've never heard of such a thing.
You're learning a lot in this segment.
What's this? I've written that there's a twist.
Oh.
And there's a vote.
The HOH vote this week is a secret ballot.
Oh, normally in the DR?
Normally they say face-to-face, don't they? Yeah, they all went to the DR.
Well, how did this have any bearing? Maybe we should have... That's why they put the extended vote on the website.
Ah.
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh.
But I can tell you a few of the votes.
Go on.
Tully voted for Reggie. Apparently Reggie put herself forward a lot, and Tully really wanted to have it. They actually cut them all out. It was only we saw Johnson vote for JC and Reggie vote for Taras. Oh. What? I want to push him. Or did she? Have I made this up? She said, I want to push him because I do feel he's flying under the radar.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
Who became HOH?
JC.
Oh. What's Reggie doing?
Why did JC become HOH?
Oh, nice boy hasn't had a chance yet, probably.
Why
I don't
have
know.
people not voted for Reggie? I feel like if Reggie was HOH, Tully and Drew wouldn't have gone. Don't you?
Well, yeah, because it came down to a tie. And JC had to decide. And Reggie wouldn't have obviously sacrificed OG.
Hell no.
No, coming around here.
So why were these people voting for fucking JC? Who voted out the OGs? Because I bet some did, because they're so stupid.
This is why we need the extended vote.
It's so annoying.
Have you got the VPN up on your computer?
Yeah,
Shall we do? I think we should probably look into this. We might have to pause for a sec.
Yeah.
But we need to log into an account. And I've got an account. I don't know what my password is.
Okay. Moving on.
Let me ask Alfie to text it to me.
Yeah. Can he just text us what? Can he just text us
words.
the information? The words.
Yeah.
Just text the words.
Hi Alfie, can you just text me the words?
For those who don't know, Alfie is our executive producer. He is. He basically is our executive producer.
HOH episode 20.
On podcasts, you know, when they have a Patreon and shit, they like go, "Oh, thank you so and so for executively producing the show."
Yes,
it's like, that bitch just sent in £5. They didn't executively produce anything.
Oh.
So Alfie does more
Is
than
that what they say?
Sends in £5.
That's not the same as executive producer.
No, but that's what they say. That's what they say. So I'm saying Alfie's the executive producer now. Alfie's our Ted.
I saw something new on Twitter this week.
What was
There's
it?
such a thing as a super follow. Did you know that?
No.
And you can pay.
A super duper.
You pay people for their content. So basically, Twitter's like, OnlyFans, fuck you. Bring it in house.
What do you mean you pay people for their content?
So you subscribe, you pay like whatever they say is their monthly fee, and you get extra content on Twitter. We could do that.
What, tweets?
Yeah.
But no one wants to read my free tweets I'm putting out, let alone the paid ones.
Yeah, but your paid ones have got, extra content.
Oh, cleavage.
If that's what it takes.
I could do that. Why not?
The thing is, I don't think Twitter's supposed to be a platform that really allows nudity and everything, but there's so much porn on Twitter.
That's not the right format. Oh, I hate it when I see porn on Twitter. It gives me the ick.
I think Twitter porn's quite good, actually.
Oh, it's annoying. Yeah, but not when you're not looking for it.
No, it depends who you follow as well.
Like a butthole or something. It's like, oh, I don't want to see this right now. I'm trying to look at, I don't know, Big Brother spoilers. No, I'm trying to avoid Big Brother spoilers. Quite a shock. Yeah, when you're not expecting it, it's like, oh, expect the unexpected.
Well, it's also bad when you follow people like the Cock Destroyers, because they are literally porn stars, so they post their work, but you quite like them just for, like, banter or whatever.
Yeah, right. The Cock Destroyer. What's their banter about?
They did a reality show, and they're just nice people. They're not friends anymore, but...
Oh, what happened?
They fell out.
Oh,
yeah, so it's parted ways.
Destroyed?
I don't know. But no, they're quite vocal about diversity and inclusivity and embracing sex work as an actual profession. Yeah.
Now, I have looked at porn stars on Twitter before, like ones that I was interested in, like girls actually.
Yeah.
And seeing what they were posting about, but I don't follow them because I just don't. I want to look at porn when I want to look at porn, and that ain't when I'm on Twitter. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's not conducive. That's true. Am I right?
If you are looking at porn on Twitter, always be careful. Check your likes.
Oh.
If you accidentally like something, it's going to expose your,
your preferences.
Fantasies.
Oof.
You what?
Your preferences.
So
anyway.
Right, we'll wait and see if Alfie can get in with this text-based extended vote.
So the upshot of all this was JC was the new HOH.
Yeah, which ultimately led to Drew going out the door.
Thanks for nothing. Oh, he's licking his lips. That's not a good sign.
Why?
Because he just came in from outside. That means he's eating grass. He's going to puke up in a second.
Oh, and I gave him all that fish.
Oh, no. Jesus. Right.
Didn't think I was going to be seeing it again.
No,
but...
you will be. Right, come on. What's happening? Why not
the
Reggie?
vote?
Taras is annoyed that Tully didn't vote for him. Oh, because it turned out he only had one vote, and that was from Reggie, I think. Yeah, you're right.
Yes, okay, that's why they showed us
Tully said
that.
she would vote for him.
Yeah, she did. She did. Oh dear, that was her undoing. Taras only got the one vote. Yeah, Reggie got 4. We could probably work this out. No, we couldn't, because JC got 6 and we saw 1 for him. God, how many people are in there?
Loads of boring people, that's the problem.
Oh, it's 11, isn't it?
Good ones are a dying breed. Taras is making Tully his target and calling her selfish for drinking.
He's making Tully's target.
What was she drinking?
Ah!
Come on.
The canned drinks.
What
You've had 2.5 cans today, Tully.
What was it? Was it booze? Was it pop?
What's it? No, I think it... Oh, it was a daytime. I hope it's not like a hard seltzer. Seltzer?
Why not? People are trying to enjoy themselves.
True. They're not at work.
Yeah.
Or are
cares? Let them get drunk.
I need to also talk about Taras's accent. Have we talked about that?
No.
Where the fuck is his accent from? Because it's not Australia.
Oh, does he sound English?
Oh, he sounds possibly South African. Have we spoken about that? I thought it might have done.
We have a while back.
His nose looks pink. Is that just the light?
No,
it's
it
the
looks
cat,
like he's got a little mark on his nose. It's probably sticking it somewhere he shouldn't.
Alfie's responded, you want to know the HOH? I obviously didn't word that very well.
Yes.
Yes, please. Oh, my notes just reset. It went back to the top.
Oh, for God's sake. I'll do filling.
Yeah, hang on. I got something about that.
Come on, then.
About the drinks, right?
Yeah, the drink.
The drink was where the target started to be drawn. And they were basically saying, like, Tully's selfish for having too many drinks. And Taras called her out in front of everyone. That was the point. In front of everyone. Didn't take her aside.
He's brave, calling Tully out in front of everyone. I thought
little upstart.
She was going to have his guts for garters.
Tully said on Twitter, FYI, Taras didn't drink alcohol. There was probably an alcoholic drink. And it was me who made sure every time we got drinks, he had at least one of the soft drinks. I always looked out for him. This little lecture came out of nowhere and was unnecessary, in my opinion.
I don't trust people who don't drink alcohol. Get out of here.
What if they had a problem in the past?
Oh well, yeah, of course.
No, get over it. Come on.
Keep drinking
have a
until
drink.
you die. But people who just don't drink alcohol because they're trying to be healthy or something, I don't like the taste. Fuck off.
A lot of people don't like the taste though, because
I don't like the taste either. You drink it, get it done.
Did you hear that woman
this
morning saying if you don't like a food, you'll have take against this because it was cooking section and not relevant.
Oh
to
yeah,
you.
I forwarded that.
She goes, "Oh yeah, anything that you don't like, you just need to try it 30 times and then eventually you like it." Imagine trying something you don't like 30 times. Why am I going to do it? I don't like it.
That's ridiculous. I've heard 10 times before, not 30.
Oh, apparently the science says 30 times.
Oh, I'll try that with cigarettes as well, shall I? It's absolutely stupid. And beer. Ooh.
And heroin.
Yeah. And then...
no, it's foods.
Oh.
Come on now.
No, I'm not sure about
Olives.
that. 30 fucking times. No thanks.
If you ate a jar of olives, by the end you'd like them.
I wouldn't.
I wonder, I mean, what do we count as an attempt to try? Do they have to be spaced out by a week?
Yeah.
An hour? A week?
Yeah, what if you just, like you said, just eat 30 in one go? By the end, you wouldn't be happy. You'd be throwing up, depending on what it was.
Sounds like a task in itself.
Yeah, it does.
Eat 30 olives.
Now what? Tully said, Taras put me on blast.
Hey,
we'll put you on blast.
we can make that into Frankenbite. And we'll just be like,
Yeah.
hey, welcome to BB on Blast.
Gaz and Lindsay put me on blast. Then Tully and Taras were having words.
Yeah, next morning she kind of took him aside, right? And said he was lying, that he's not coming for her.
He's lying. We thought this was rather out of character for a Taras here. Didn't seem like his usual style.
Well, you know why?
Because he was trying to put a target on Tully.
Yeah, and he's exposed as flying under the radar and he's gone kamikaze.
Don't expose that cock-nosed Taras. Who said this? I hope you do well today.
I don't know.
Will you put me up? I don't have a plan to put you up. I don't have a plan to put you up. That's not, oh no, I won't put you up, is it?
That must be Taras and Tully.
Yeah, I don't have a plan to put you up.
Tully,
too many words in that
Taras
sentence.
must have said that to Tully.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're lying.
That's how you know you're fucked. When someone says that shit to you.
My phone seems to be locking very quickly.
What's got put your thingy here? Plug it. Does it need plugging in?
Oh, if you plug it. Oh, is that why?
Yeah, your battery's probably low.
Yeah, it probably is. It's on the little yellow bit down there.
Oh, for God's sake!
Jesus.
Don't want to be on that.
Oh, it's because it's on low power mode.
Yeah, God.
Oh, I wonder what's going on here.
How long have you had that phone? It's about 45 years old.
Oh, I got this in lockdown actually because I remember it just came out and I went to get it and no, I ordered it and it arrived. And then I had to go out to the Apple store to get a cover on it. And it just felt like going out during lockdown. But I was like, but must
28 weeks later.
Like, do I protect myself or do I protect my new iPhone?
Yeah.
My new iPhone.
I'm still paying for 2 phones, thanks to Sky.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
£66
That's a nightmare.
a month.
What's the Ombudsman doing for you?
Ombudsman just sent me an email going, yeah, we're still looking into this. It was in January I emailed them. Like, yeah, sorry, we're working from home, we can't be fucked with
No
this.
one cares when something goes wrong like that. I'm telling you, like, this fraud issue.
Oh, yeah. Has anything else happened with that?
One of the accounts has been shut down.
Oh, okay.
And one of the other ones called me up. The other ones, I'm just in the dark. Royal Mail sent me the most crappy response. It's just like,
Royal Mail is terrible.
why do customer service? I asked you, what can you do to protect customers that are having their post stolen? They started to go, like, no, like such a minuscule percentage of theft actually happens within.
Yeah, but it has happened to you.
No, but within the service, they were saying. I was like, well, I didn't say that. I said it's being stolen by someone on the street. I just want you to do something to help me not have that happen. And they didn't have any answers for it.
They said, I'm sorry you feel that way.
They just, just like to defend themselves, being like, we're not stealing it. I was like, well, I know that.
Pathetic. Royal Mail. Well, Royal Mail was the ones who lost the phone that I sent back to Sky.
Oh, there's the root of your problems too.
Yeah, so fuck Royal Mail. Fuck you.
And it's not like we have a choice.
No, fuck the Queen as well while we're at it.
It's cold if this window is wide.
Shut it then.
It's the Noms Challenge.
Yes.
It's in the yard.
There's some weird music going over the top of it.
What was it?
Some weird strings that I'd never heard before.
Oh, arousing.
It was.
Probably for Jubilee.
Tully is cheering for Drew. Why?
The Jubilee.
Oh yeah, what was this task? Tell us about the
let me have a look. Oh, the old Danny Hayes Memorial Archway was reinstated. Do you remember that? You had to do something with the archway, didn't you?
Well, that's
roll an egg over it or something.
Oh.
Do you remember?
Oh, I do remember that, yeah.
Finger
to finger.
Yeah. So that's attach themselves to the ball and chain. It's not a very nice way to talk about Tully. And climb over the archway, pull in their ball, then go up and over in the sand, and then dig through the tunnel full of sand with their ball, get to the end, take it off, and shoot it into like a hoop type, like a crow's nest type thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's some controversy in this competition, wasn't
Oh,
there?
shocking. Absolutely shocking.
I mean,
Come on.
we need to talk about
now.
this.
We
Big
need
Brother
an
shouldn't.
independent adjudicator to discuss this matter.
Can't allow people to tamper with other housemates' bodies.
No.
And to cheat outright on competitions.
Drew didn't
Where's
even
the
bat an
integrity?
eyelid. Brenton, for those not watching, pulled Drew out of his own tunnel and then went through it.
Yeah.
Alfie had a good point. He said to me,
Yes.
if Brenton can do that, surely
anyone can do anything.
Just go down the other person's tunnel rather than digging their own once one person's through.
Yeah.
Which was a good point, I thought.
I thought Big Brother's response was, well, I didn't say you couldn't do that. It's like,
well, you should.
Well, then you didn't say I couldn't bring in a machine gun and gun down the entire house. Is that okay?
That was the ultimate whataboutery right there.
Or maybe you did, I don't know.
I'm glad to what your mind went there. Jesus, the imagery. Yeah, it made no sense. Drew took it well, but I was so pissed off because then we had boring ass Brenton fucking with his hair going in 6 directions. Bloody not said a word all week.
Did he win it?
Annoying. Did he? No, actually, Taras won in the end.
Well, I'm still not done with this. I just think
tell us more.
It just makes a mockery of the competition because, like, in any competition now, anyone's got a license to cheat. Got a license to cheat, and I just don't think that's a good way to lay it out for your future housemates. You need to set an example.
Oh, this is just like BBUK when they just let Gemma Collins run roughshod over all the rules. I'm not doing it, Big Brother. Then you're just like
run what?
Roughshod.
Roughshod. That is a new word on here.
Yeah, then it just becomes like a free-for-all, doesn't it? Everyone's misbehaving.
Yeah, exactly.
Bear's breaking the window.
Bear can throw glass out the window and get away with it.
There's no rules and regulations. Get that rule book out. Get Vinnie Jones in there. And then we'll have an issue on our hands.
Now, I got more from Tully on Twitter. Oh, this pod is sponsored by Tully. She said, Drew took that move by Brenton like a champ. Yeah, he did. He did, and honestly, I think he should have kicked off.
Yeah, should have kicked Brenton in the face.
I would have been fuming.
Oh, God, yeah.
It felt like it should have been against the rules, yes. And then she did a poll, which said, fair play or dog move. Very Australian.
Far out, it should have been. Dog move.
It got 618 votes, so 618 people at least are watching the show.
That's interesting.
And 93% said dog move.
That was a dog
dirty
move.
Dirty dog
That
move.
was a dog-ass move. Fuck you, Brenton.
This just in. I've got the extended HOH vote from Alfie.
Oh, we're all on the edge of our seats.
He's typed it out into notes and done a little screen cap. Voted for JC. He's done it this way too. This is good.
Oh, good.
Because I'm always like in a list. I'm like, oh, Tim, did I vote for that person? By the end, no one knows what the fuck's going on.
No one cares, even at the beginning, let alone the end.
Voted for JC was Johnson, Brenton, Estelle.
What? No. No, it can't be.
Estelle, what the fuck?
Shut up, you're joking.
She said in brackets that the quote is she wants to see what he can do. Gabby.
We've seen what he can do. Fuck all.
Gabby, who's supposed to be an OG.
Voted for JC?
Yes.
Nah. Fuck this.
Taras did as well.
Fuck this one.
The Taras is obvious.
I've had enough.
But how about this?
Oh no, what now?
Tim.
JC?
Tim as well. Yeah. Don't know if he's got a chance, but he's tried 4 times. And for Reggie was Tully and Alicia. For Gabby was JC and Drew.
Who did Drew vote
for? Drew voted for Gabby.
Gabby?
They're very close.
Yeah, but Gabby weren't going to get the vote.
Do you fancy him though?
Huh?
Do you fancy Drew though?
Yeah, of course.
No, Gabby. I mean.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, she does and all.
Voted for Taras was Reggie. He's fine under the radar, so I want to push him. Yeah, that's what I got that from the show.
More confirmation these people haven't got a clue. Estelle voted for JC.
Estelle, who's, hard line, OGs together till the end.
They deserve, to be honest, they deserve what they get.
4 of us together till the end. Fountain.
That was 5 of us, actually.
Oh, 5 of us.
They deserve all they get. I'm sorry, I have no sympathy for them.
Alfie said, so it would have been 4-4 if Tim and Estelle voted Reggie. Wonder what would have happened in a tie. Maybe Drew would have had to decide because JC, Reggie and Drew were the only ones that didn't vote for Reggie.
Drew wouldn't have voted for JC in a million years.
Why Drew would have to decide?
Because he voted for Gabby, so that vote was sort of throwaway, really.
Yeah, but also so did JC's in the mix.
Yeah.
I see.
We can do it in the mix.
And so is Reggie. Oh yeah, a good deduction there, Alfie. I haven't got it in me. So the OGs really let us down. The
OGs are just stupid.
Ultimately
stupid.
fucked Drew this week.
And Drew fucked Tully. Not for the first time. Pathetic. Drew and Tim both fucked Tully. So what do you think about that? Or should we say?
Oh, I don't think Tim's
swings that way. Are you? Well, once upon a time.
Good.
We'll talk about that when we get to it.
What?
Tim and Drew didn't vote to save Tully. Do you understand that?
How do you know that?
Because I worked it out.
Oh, well, we've got the extended vote coming up.
Well, we shall see if I'm right.
Coming up on
yeah,
tonight's
because don't
show.
you remember Tully Tully on Twitter, because I saw her say, oh, that's interesting, Drew would have been safe if he got one more vote, i.e. should have kept me, bitch.
Yeah, I did see her saying that.
So there you go.
Okay. Taras won the final round. Also, there were 2 heats in the final, but whatever. He's in the diary room. He said he feels like he could have been up for eviction if he didn't win that competition. What's he won? The right to nominate.
Safety, is it?
He's nominated, isn't he? Yes, he is.
Is he?
It's his nominations.
Oh, yeah.
Tully said, I feel like I'm going to cry or be sick.
Oh.
It's relatable, isn't it? So the nominations were Tully, Drew, although I've written Dre.
Yeah.
Different show.
This is the ass that sucks.
And Johnson. Johnson was...
Yeah, that was an interesting one. So while Taras was in there, Johnson said, he's not going to go rogue, is he? And sure enough, he did go rogue. Taras said, let's do it. Let's be naughty. I thought that was a bit stupid of Taras to put Tully, who was the other person, and Johnson
Drew and Johnson.
That's too many big hitters there. You might if you want Tully to go, what's the point in pissing Johnson off? You might as well just put up Gabby or some, some middling person who no one really cares about. Pissing Johnson off,
especially
on the other
Johnson,
side.
who's actually got a chance in him. I think putting him in the firing line, I wouldn't appreciate it. He's also got the whole "I'm a superfan" storyline too.
Oh, I hate superfans.
Me too.
Awful.
Righteous assholes.
Is Johnson? Are you pro or anti Johnson this week? I'm going off him a bit. I was on him again, but now
I'm neither for nor against. Well,
prefer not to say.
I'm more against. I'm not really into him.
No,
I don't know why I'm not warm into him. I think I
feel like there's a sense of entitlement there.
I think he's also at times too aware.
Yeah,
and he's trying to be funny. Like I think Dan said. He's trying to get his dancing in the diary room compilation. Like, he keeps dancing in there.
Oh, does he? Oh, no.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
Tim whispered, he got into the top 10 to Reggie when they found out. And Johnson did a slow hand clap and said, you deceived me. And
Go on.
Hey, this is why I got pissed off with Johnson. Johnson walked off going, this proper bullshit. Like, the sense of entitlement, like, his name should never be mentioned. It's like... Oh, he can put you up if he wants to put you up.
Yeah. What about Tim going... What did he say? Not so under the radar now, Taras.
We were commenting on that voice too. He does keep doing that voice, doesn't he?
It's like a villain, I like it. Estelle was covering her face with a pillow and she said, big move, big move.
Drew said Tully was taking it about as well as you'd expect and said, Category 5 Hurricane Tully incoming. Drew said, I want to put a shutter over myself to hide from it.
Or to go hide in the laundry.
Taras said, we're putting the squeeze on Tully.
Yeah, he was like, do you understand the move? Drew said, yes. And the squeeze is Tully. Tully.
Johnson and Tully.
Tully.
Is that how
the old big brother. No, it's the old big brother, Tully.
Johnson and Tully are both sore losers, I've written here. Johnson is entitled. He goes, I don't want to go out at the 11th hour. 11th person at the 11th hour. Why shouldn't it be you? Why shouldn't it?
Because he's a super fan. Hang on, you said Tully's what? You got having a go at Tully for taking it badly there too?
Yeah, I said Johnson and Tully are both sore losers.
Well, let's just track back a second. Yeah,
backwards,
please. Because Taras basically told her, I'm not coming for you, you're safe.
Oh, yeah,
I think she's entitled to be quite pissed off at this point.
Well, she shouldn't have had that second can of drink, should she? Even though Taras don't drink, that was his to do with what he will.
So
yeah. Taras should have just poured it into the sink. That's my share.
Everyone now looks like they have dandruff from the sand, I've written.
Johnson is scrambling and acting the goat, I've put.
What's this? Respectfully, I get the move and I understand. But
respectfully.
I would never put you in this position.
Who said
That's what
that?
Johnson said to us. You know how much this game means to me. It's a sort of emotional
it's
line.
like it doesn't mean more to you than anyone else.
Or does it? Does it, though?
No.
I think it might.
Ow. Drew is hiding from Tully. I don't know where he was hiding. Where was he hiding?
I don't know.
I'm seeing him hiding. Tully said Therese is a snake and said we've got to target Johnson to save me. Reggie said we've got to save the OGs. Well,
goes without saying.
All the OGs said that they would do Johnson.
The newbies were already agreeing to vote Tully, though. Johnson's like to campaign to Tim. I've noticed that Tim was avoiding the handshake in that conversation. Did you see Johnson was sort of angling for the Danny Hayes handshake? Yeah. Tim wasn't going to.
Hollywood handshake.
Tim wasn't going to go there. Big Brother called Tully to Darren while she was trying to scramble. Did you say that?
Oh, yeah.
She was like, I'm kind of in the middle of a scramble, Big Brother. I thought that must shit you up. As the housemate. You're like, Big Brother now wants to talk to me.
Yeah.
Exactly after nominations. That doesn't look good.
They must call them all in though, don't you think?
I suppose so, but she was really annoyed that it was during a scramble.
So Tully said to Drew, I need you to show up and vote for Johnson. And Drew said, you voted me out the other day. Yeah, cause she's like, come on, you owe me a favour.
Yeah,
blah, blah. Well, he's like, no, you voted me out the other day. She's like, come on, 9 years, playing the old 9 years card. Hey, got her, ain't you?
Also, she was like, I gave you Sam. And I'm calling on the favour of a 9 years relationship, basically. Yeah. She didn't, I think that was the very last resort, though. Tully had to pull it out, didn't she? She
said, get rid of me later, but not now.
It was a good case that she built.
Drew said, I've got you.
Was he lying, though?
He's a liar.
I cried at that point. Drew telling Tully that he got her just broke me.
Tully was crying too.
Why am I so emotional about Drew and Tully?
I don't know. Tully basically cheated on her girlfriend with Drew. It wasn't that romantic in the first place. Just looking back at it now, I can't remember if I said this last week on the pod or if I just said it to Jack. If you look back on it now, it's not a romantic story at all. It's quite a sad story, and it felt like, Drew and Tully's meant to be, it's meant to be. And now looking at the way Drew acts, Drew would literally just fuck anything that moves.
Yeah.
And it feels like Drew just was opportunistic and took his shot,
because now we see.
Yeah, later. Now we see what he's like. Whereas at the time, it's like, it's destiny, it's fate, they're meant to be.
Yeah.
This is the same thing Tully was probably thinking when she was mooning over Drew for all those years. But then looking back at it now with a sense of perspective, it's like, oh no, that wasn't something wonderful. It was actually quite obviously devastating to all involved.
Several people,
yeah, and Drew is just a bit of a fanny rat. And it's like, kind of takes the shine off of it a bit. It's still a great,
in isolation,
still a great storyline.
Was hot shit though.
Oh,
great storyline. Yeah, I mean, it'd be a great musical.
Looking back at it through more mature eyes, it's like, that wasn't quite what I thought it was. But that's just life, isn't it?
Yeah, and there is always something magical about a relationship beginning in the Big Brother house. I'm sorry, it doesn't matter which way you look at it. It doesn't matter if you've got a Big G on the outside or Tully's girlfriend.
When it's illicit, it makes it so much better.
Yeah.
It makes it more exciting. Because it's like, you can't, you go in, I'm the lesbian, I'm this, I'm that, and then it all just gets thrown away when you look into Dreamy Drew's eyes.
Exactly.
Come on. But
especially when it is literally, you are represented as the lesbian in your VT.
Yeah, that added an extra level of probably an extra level of, what's the word I'm looking for Drew? Do you know what I mean? Like a challenge.
Yeah,
an extra challenge, isn't it? Like he turned Tully kind of thing. Like he didn't actually.
Yeah.
But, in his eyes. Well, Tully is kind of more straight than gay now, isn't she? But she's still bi. I think. What she said.
I saw something about this. I don't know where it was being talked about. It was maybe on TV about how women are more likely to kind of flip their sexuality than men. I think that's probably not surprising, like statistically.
I heard that lesbians are more likely to go, or bisexual women
Flip the HOH look.
I don't know if this is an outdated thing or whatever, but I heard that women who are lesbians are sort of teens and in their 20s are more likely to go into a straight relationship when they're in their sort of 30s or whatever.
Oh, is that a drive to reproduce?
Maybe it's a practical thing. Maybe biology, makes that happen.
Can't escape my biology.
Yeah. Who's that? Girls Aloud.
How
did I know that?
It's a classic.
The girl bands are all in force tonight. Spice Girls, Sugar Babes, Girls Aloud.
The girl band special.
Who's
you
next?
bring your girls. I'll bring my boys.
And we can stay
and play and shake it around.
What about the other one? We are watching you tonight.
That was crap. That was literally like One True Voice.
Yeah, it was.
Girls
Aloud. It was. It actually was. Drew looked good in that eyeliner back in the day, though. Come on, let's get this shit together.
Big Brother, Reggie agrees. Estelle tells her not to waste her time and to work on the others. Reggie agrees with what? Blindsiding Johnson, I think. Taking Drew aside. Okay, needs to show up tonight. Okay, done. Eviction room.
Mm-hmm.
Tali looks good, I've written. Tali looked very good.
Tali's dress looks good.
Colour, no? She had like a top.
Oh, yeah.
Pink top.
Yeah, pink and orange.
Asymmetrical with one arm, whatever. Like, it's not even really a sleeve.
Yeah, I love pink and orange together. I think it looks good.
And the orange skirt.
Tutti fruity, isn't it? Tutti fruity? No, fruit salad.
The colour scheme reminds me a bit of when Cheryl Cole went to X Factor USA and there's big trousers. But I think they were purple, weren't they? She was a bit like the Joker.
Oh, yeah. That didn't go well, did it?
Sonia looked good. I feel like I'm missing the space age aesthetic, but it was like a sort of power suit type affair with the swept back hair.
Bit boring, that one. Drew is all in black. Taras said his plan is foolproof. Don't tempt fate. Johnson is feeling confident as well. It was annoying me. They were being so smug, Taras and Johnson. So sure that their plan was going to go through. And I was thinking, no, don't let it happen. Don't give them what they want.
Well, we'll soon find out why. I need to know.
Tully said, I want to find out whose word is actually their word and whose is a load of horseshit. Oof.
Tully was very strong in this eviction room, actually. I felt like she really gave it some welly and
holds barred.
Held Taras's balls to the wall.
Oh, ouch.
Taras says he doesn't want Drew to go. There you go. This is where it starts to come. Johnson also doesn't think Taras wants him to go either. That's them being cocky. That's when she sort of came with the horseshit thing. She said, I thought I knew Taras and I thought I could trust him. Go on.
And then Sonia goes, oh, Taras, so is what you're trying to do tonight is squeeze out Tully? And
I love when Sonia just comes with it.
Yeah, and Taras is like, oh, no comment.
Yes.
And Taras was being kind of shitty with Sonia, I thought. Don't fucking talk.
You know why?
Don't talk to Sonia like that.
No.
How dare you?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Brenton can pull Drew out of a sandy pipe.
Yeah.
And now Taras can talk to Sonia like shit.
God.
Where's the rule book here?
That's not on. But what did Tully say to Taras? That was a good line that she
Find
had.
your spine and find your balls and what else? And off you go?
And just be honest.
Just
say it. Find your spine, find your balls and just be honest. And Tully said there's no mystery here.
Exactly. And my observation here is that Taras thinks that him trying to be mysterious is good TV.
Yeah, but we already knew. We've been new.
We've been new. Yeah. Tully wasn't having it.
No.
And I felt like Taras was almost in character. And he wasn't willing to break it. And Tully was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
You've blown up my game and I'm actually going to blow up your character in this show.
Taras is being a shit, I put, and said, read between the lines. I thought, there's not many lines to read between. Exactly. It's pretty obvious. It's not like, the fine print here, fine print here.
By saying what he said, he's already said what he's not saying.
Yeah,
and
there's no lines to read between.
I get what he's saying. Like, by what he's not said, it's obvious already. But also, just own it.
Just say it. Just say what you want to say.
Talia was reminding Drew she's made decisions to her detriment. To the detriment of her game, and didn't want to have to ask for favours from him.
Tim said, let's have one last fight tonight. I think that was about Tully and Drew. And he said the only way to get Johnson out would be a blindside. I was like, oh.
Everyone's jaws was dropped.
Yeah, I was like, shut up. Well, I couldn't tell if Tim was trying to, like, push it there or...
Was he trying to blow it up?
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't quite tell.
Tim said about Drew and Tully, their power combined could put 2 against Johnson. Yeah, their power combined could put 2 votes against Johnson.
Oh, I see, yeah.
It's a good point.
Yeah, it didn't it?
Did it? I hope so.
Yeah. Oh, no, because Drew voted out Tully.
Did he?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Faux show.
Yeah. Yeah, Tully literally tweeted about it.
Oh.
Tully is crying, but her forehead is unmoving, I put.
Wow.
The Botox.
That's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, it's alright, whatever you want to do. It's none of my business.
Sonia said the word blindside has reared its ugly head. Ooh, a hush descended across the room. Final pictures. Johnson was umming and yeah-ing, apparently, according to Dan. Tully gave him a weird look. Did you see that?
No.
I didn't get it down, but I meant to go back and have a look.
This is the trouble. When I'm writing notes, I miss everything.
Yeah, you can't look at the TV, can you? Tully said she's fought to be there, and people don't realise how much she loves being in the house. She had a bad time first time around, and now this game means so much more to her. So it means so much to her, and she was crying. And Drew was also getting teary.
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it, to see Drew like that?
Oh.
Drew said, I'm a better version of myself coming back into the house.
You beg to differ.
No, you fucking ain't. And they credited Tully for that.
Tully was stroking his arm the whole time, holding him.
They do have an intimacy between them still, I will say that much. Estelle has come as Miss Havisham, I've written here. I don't know what she was saying.
Miss Havisham, something out of Jane Eyre.
Yeah, like in the attic. I can't remember what thing it is. Anyway. She's in the attic and she's a widow. These old white writers that we don't care about. Tully said, if I go, come for him. Who did she say that to and about whom? Taras?
Well, it's obviously about Taras. To whom? I'm not sure she said it to.
So the votes.
Can we watch it, please?
Can I have a wee?
Need to know. You want to pause? All right.
Do you mind? Sorry.
Sure.
The drama.
What about our ad break? Fuck that up.
Yeah, we'll do it now.
What? Okay, we'll be back after this with the extended vote.
Woo!
Whatever kind of night you're having, start it off right with Drully, the go-to app for drink delivery. Whether you're mixing up a bullet bourbon old-fashioned for a cozy night in, or Kettle One Bloody Mary bar for a birthday brunch, you can get the perfect beer, wine, and spirits for any occasion delivered with Drully. So,
what's it gonna be?
Download the Drully app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com to choose your drinks today. Must be 21 plus, not available in all locations.
Ooh. We're back with the extended vote.
Alicia.
Hello, Alicia. Who would you like to evict and why?
The person I'm voting for tonight is in order to protect one of my own, which is Johnson. I need him in this house and I can't have him going just yet. The person that I'm sending home tonight is Tully.
Hey.
JC.
I'd like to vote to evict Tully. I'm very aware that the only way I can save Johnson tonight is to put my vote on Tully.
Tonight I'll be voting this way because to vote for Johnson would be an impossibility.
Who did Alicia vote for? Tully.
I'm having way too much fun with Drew.
I thought it was Drew.
I'll be voting for Tully.
Tully.
Johnson.
Everyone's voted for Tully so far.
This whole blindside. Don't like it. Don't blindside me.
Don't blindside me. To Gabby, she said it too.
I will not go out at 11 blindsided.
Why not?
I need Tully to have more eviction points than me.
Straight to the head.
This one is one of strategy, and the numbers need to fall in that direction. I will not vote to evict Drew, simply because I don't think he has enough votes. And if it's between Tully and I,
She would look good in that outfit.
I need to bump her up a little bit more so I can keep myself safe in this house.
Gabby. I am voting the way I'm voting tonight because I think this person is a really strong player in the game. And I don't feel as though if I was sitting in the eviction chairs tonight, he would have my back compared to the other two that are sitting in those seats. And that's why my vote is going on Johnson.
That's right. That's what the AG should be doing.
Gary's not an AG.
I'm not sure what
I think
Reggie's.
Tally may be gone by the sounds of it in there.
Oh, I like Reggie's jacket.
So my vote will be to save her. I'm going to do Drew.
Oh, what?
Reggie!
Estelle.
He's an OG, sort of.
Reggie is so stupid sometimes, sorry.
I have to go on recently who has done the most damage with gameplay, and it's actually been Johnson. My vote's on Johnson tonight.
I still really like Estelle.
I do too.
A stupid decision for the HOH.
I'm feeling really sad, really sad. Tonight's obviously an easy one for me. My point will be going on Johnson, purely to try and save myself. But I just need him and Drew to have my back.
Why did Reggie not get the message?
I don't know.
Who's doing her comms? Like,
Estelle should be.
Yeah.
It should have locked in the laundry the day before.
I think I saw Drew cry. I don't know if I've ever seen Drew cry, but there was a little tear that fell out. It's a hard decision for him tonight. Does he keep Tully? Does he owe her one after everything she's done for him in this game? Or does he keep Johnson, who he's working with? It's a tough one for him.
Is it a tough one for you, Tim?
Yeah, it is.
Go on.
It is. Yeah, I've changed my mind a few times today. There's no secret that Tully drives me insane. Not to mention the drama with Drew that never ends. So yes, it does not give me great pleasure to do this tonight, considering that she has also never nominated me in the history of Big Brother.
Did you get that,
he
Tully?
didn't actually do her.
Like Tully, but I am nominating you tonight.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Tim.
Having said that, I do believe that Tully is one of the most caring, emotionally generous, and beautiful inside and out, savvy and smart people I know.
Why are you voting for her then?
Yeah, why would he do that to her?
Did you get that, Tully?
Tim's with all the callbacks tonight. She thinks she's rock and roll, but she's not.
Get her out.
Why's he doing that?
I don't know. It's quite upsetting.
I told you. Didn't I tell you?
What?
That
Rogue
you voted her
votes?
out.
Yeah, he did. I couldn't believe it.
I told you.
Why? Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Tim's quite twisted, isn't he?
Yeah, sadistic.
We need to ask
You
him
seem to
why.
get somewhat emotional in the eviction room.
Yeah, I did. I can't deny that I've known Tully for 9 years, and she's been in my life nearly week to week in some form. She's a good friend on the outside.
Okay, Drew. Who would you like to evict and why?
Tonight I am voting for Tully. I would love to have done this a little bit further with Tully, but Tulls, I don't think you have the heartlessness to make the calls that we need to make to go forward.
Oh.
Thank you, Drew. That is all.
Good. That came back to bite him, didn't it?
Exactly.
Major bed, no lion.
And then he's gone and held her hand.
Judas.
It's time to go. Tully.
Tim and Drew both did her. She would have stayed otherwise. You can't believe it, can you?
I just don't
It's
understand
there.
it.
Open your eyes.
I
It's
don't
there.
understand.
It's there. I know why. They want the airtime. They want the kudos. They want to be ruling the roost of that.
And she's just cannon fodder
Yeah.
in their rise to
Yeah.
re-rise to fame.
Yeah, and they know she's a popular character and they want her out, I think. More airtime for them.
And now Tim gets Drew to himself.
Yeah.
And his kind of plan to play with Drew from top 10 comes into force. And Tully is not
part of that.
A burden to it, in a way. An emotional burden. I guess it also takes... removes, as they said before, the Tully question for Tim. Like, Drew might have been swayed to support Tully more than him at some point. Do you think? Oh, God.
I'm not sure, but the fact is, the newbies are always going to vote for each other over Tim and Drew, so I think Drew fucked himself, and I think Tim could be queuing up to fuck himself next week. Don't you?
Reggie as well, Drew.
Oh, Reggie voting for Drew. That was pathetic. I'm sorry.
I know why.
Just absolutely stupid.
She's got like a really close relationship with Johnson, isn't she?
Does she?
Maybe it's because like his mum and dad were like, oh, look after Johnson, whatever.
Maybe.
Perhaps she felt that she couldn't do it, and she didn't want it to Tully either. But you can't just throw away your vote like that. You've got to maintain your closest people.
No. When Tully left, she said, "I'm out, bitches." She didn't beat Drew in the end, which was her aim. I do think she did well to make it 45 days. In the car, she said...
Weren't she not there for the first two?
Oh, yeah, true. In the car, she said, Taras is a smiling assassin. A smiling assassin.
Oh, yeah, but he's got, like, he comes in for that squishy hug, but it's got something hiding in the back or something.
Oh, yeah, his moves. This might come back to bite Tim and Drew, I've written. Oof. That's right.
My last remark is, this was all caused by that whiteboard task.
Oh.
Where Taras got outed as playing under the radar. That's where it all started.
Oh, you could say that, but it's like the butterfly effect, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Probably started somewhere else, really.
Probably. But Taras' like rise to, I don't know, it's like his origin. It is a villain origin story, wasn't it? Like being exposed by the whiteboard.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I hadn't gone down that way. It's rather annoying. What did Tully say on Twitter about all that?
I don't know. I looked, but you better listen to her podcast.
I will do, but I'm worried about spoilers. Oh dear.
Anyway, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week.
That's only one episode, and that's took us, an hour and 16 minutes. How?
I don't know.
Even the episode ain't that long. The episode's an hour and 6 minutes.
You know, we've got the round the houses bit to do as well.
Right.
I also want to let you guys know, for context, the listeners, that it's Friday night. We've all had a long week at work.
Yeah.
Some of us have had some stressful times. We're drinking a bit of wine, we've had some food. The lights are dim. The sun is setting. It's sleepy time.
The sun has set.
That's why we're yawning. No, if you look up from the tree, over the trees, you can see the blue sky still.
Now, we've got a bit of a concern today.
Have we?
Should we go politics for a second?
Oh.
Well, let's just go in for 1 second as a little...
No, but the Americans have gone through enough.
Okay, we'll just touch on it briefly. The anti-abortion thing.
Yeah, people are showing their asses on social media.
We don't know the full details, but I know enough to know it's wrong. But basically, someone on my Facebook and someone on Gaz's Twitter, is it?
Instagram and Facebook.
Are saying controversial things, and I was going to reply, but then I thought, I don't think I know enough about this to reply, but at the same time I really wanted to, and then you did nothing as well.
Well, that's because I need someone to decode this person's take on it, because this person is a gay man, and I just think, how can you have a say over women's bodies? It doesn't make sense.
How can you even have an opinion, let alone a say?
My one concern is that he's a born-again Christian, I think, because the fish tattoo, the fish.
Oh yeah, infinity, isn't it? It's a Jesus thing, yeah.
I think, and it means born again, and I think that's probably the question mark.
Yeah, that's.
But like, how can you stand for gay marriage?
Yeah, guess what? Jesus don't like homosexuals either.
Not abortion.
Actually, I think Jesus was homosexual, wasn't he?
You heard it here first. Fuck knows, but the Bible isn't really against gay people anyway, apparently.
Fuck
that's all
the
just
Bible,
skewed.
by the way.
Yeah.
And fuck religion too. Look.
But it does all come down to religion.
They're coming for me. Next, they come for you. Be careful. The only good thing I'll say about it is, and I said this in the chat with Lauren Brown earlier.
Good thing to say.
No, the only good thing for us is, I think America and England, we're so similar in some respects, but in others we're so different, and that would never ever ever happen here.
No.
Ever, ever, ever. And we should be very grateful for that, and the whole gun thing and all that.
Yeah.
Those are just things that would never ever happen here, and we should be very, very happy about that.
I said the same thing about that. Well, I was talking to my dad on Father's Day about like racism in this country and Brexit and this sort of stuff, and I said, it could be worse. Just look to America.
Yeah.
There's some dark way to think of things, but it may seem shit here, but it's shit there.
That's dystopian shit, and they will never ever ever take our rights away like that in this country ever. Ever, ever. If they did, I would be so shocked. I don't think they ever could or ever would.
No, it's just morally wrong.
There's something to do with the justice system in America. I don't even understand it. I don't think anyone does.
It's skewed. It's flawed. It's corrupt.
And a lot of it is this very conservative, very, very religious factions that they have.
Religion don't come into our politics, thankfully.
Well, thankfully, we don't really have religion in this country.
Well,
thank
of course
God.
we do. But it doesn't rule our politics
it's
like it does there.
It's a minority view. It's not a majority view. Or not, even if it's not a minority view, there's different religions. Like, it's not like, we're a Christian country and, there's a great population of Muslims in this country. There's different types of religions, and then there's a lot of people who are no religion at all. Sure. So there's no dominating religion.
And there's different types of Christianity too.
Yeah. I prefer the Christianity where you fucking keep your nose out of other people's business, especially women's fucking organs and reproductive rights. And I'll come back to what I always say and what I said on Twitter earlier. If I was pregnant, I couldn't have an abortion, I would literally go and jump off a fucking cliff. So what are you going to do about that? Nothing. It's my fucking body and I decide what I do with it, and that's that. And anyone fucking trying to tell me what to do with my body I'll fucking kill them as well, rather than be forced to fucking carry a baby that I don't want. That is never ever going to happen.
Straight to the head.
The fact is, that baby is inside of us. And that's our body. There's no fucking way anyone can tell you what to do with your body, ever.
It also shows a complete disregard for female life too, because where many pregnancies threaten a woman, and it's actually, sorry, you have to die.
Yeah.
Because this baby. And
it's
by the way,
important.
you're probably both going to die.
Yeah.
So there's more of a waste of life in those situations, I would say.
The morality behind it is so corrupt and so absolutely disgusting. There's just so much that I could say about this, but it's all been said before a million times. But it's just absolutely despicable, and I only hope those people who do want to get an abortion in America and who in those states can safely get to the other states and have an abortion.
But then you get into this whole murky waters of enabling someone. It implicates you, and then you can be charged for it as well.
Well, the only thing that will happen then is people giving themselves home abortions. Then
Of course it will.
Then we're back to the fucking
Dark
Victorian
Ages,
times.
yeah.
How can we
Whatever they
go
had in
back
America.
50 years? How can you go back 50 years in women's rights? That is just unthinkable that could actually happen. They're coming for you next. You saw that tweet.
Back.
You saw that
Bring
tweet.
it back.
Coming for you
Bring
next.
it back.
Men having
Bring it
sex.
back to me.
Men having sex with
Yeah,
men.
women's all right,
Women,
though.
that's fine. We can look at that in porn.
And
That's
the good
all
part
right.
is, no abortions needed.
No abortions needed with two men having sex either. They don't like that.
Yeah, good point.
Oh,
We'll keep trying though.
it's just so fucked, and it's all religion, and it's all just nutty people. Yet they don't mind kids going into school and shooting other kids. That's okay. That's fucking okay to do. Go into school when you're a kid, kill other kids, kill yourself. That's more important than a baby that's not even born, that doesn't even feel anything. Fuck you.
There's this, I don't know, TikTok or whatever, where they go and like, interview people. I saw a clip, and this guy was anti-abortion but pro-death sentence in the same like interview. It's just like, where's the logic here?
Where do you tally the two together? Marry the two together? It's so. I'm just so happy that we live in this country. There is a lot wrong with this country. Don't get me wrong, but at least we don't have all these zealots and just fucking crazy fucking nutters with guns. That's all I can say. There
are guns around here, but they're just not able. We're not able to get them easily or commercially.
Yeah, there is guns, but there's nothing like the scale.
No.
But I do worry about our American friends living in that environment. But what can you do?
Yeah. And that also puts me off my holiday plans to America, selfishly. Because, like, why do you want to go somewhere where anyone could be carrying a gun? It scares
don't you think
me.
that's scary?
Imagine living in that society.
I know, and you can't even like me. I like to shout at people in my car. I don't have a car now, but I used to like to shout at people in my car. I like to shout at people on the tube. I'd be too scared to shout at anyone in America. Pow. Exactly, I'd be done for. And the other thing I don't understand, sorry, we'll move on from this, is how Biden, who's the actual president, don't get a say in this matter. How the fuck does that work? I just don't get that. Like, in our country, in my country, it would be Boris deciding that. It wouldn't be some fucking old fuddy-duddy fucking 8-year-old fucking religious zealots deciding that. One black person, like fucking 12 fucking white people and one token black person deciding it. Did you see the picture of them?
No.
All looked about a fucking 100 years old.
Yeah.
Fuck those people, man.
I don't understand American politics. It's like a devolved administration, isn't it?
It's so complicated. I think it's deliberately complicated to just get people caught up in it.
But
the only thing I know about is from true crime documentaries, like Staircase and shit.
What I don't get is it's this 1973 ruling being overturned. How does that affect multiple states?
Because it was like a countrywide ruling, and now they've decided.
Every state that's implemented
now they've decided each state should decide individually what they want to do.
What a
and
mess.
Obviously, all the liberal states are like, okay, come and have your abortions, and then all the redneck ones are like.
In a way, it does sort of like make it easier to decide where to live.
That's true. Yeah, I saw people on Twitter saying, "I'm literally going to move."
Yeah,
like people in Florida and shit.
Yeah, Florida's a state which has now gone. Oh no.
Yeah, Florida's right backwards, I think, from what I've heard on True Crime Podcast.
It's just big retirement village, isn't it?
Yeah, well, in a third.
My friend, who has been talking to me about this for weeks, because it's been coming for weeks, and has obviously been just exhausted by the whole thing, and just so let down. As a young woman who it actually affects as well, I think it must be very hard to live with. Thankfully, she's in DC, and that they won't be changing the law there.
No, I'm sure.
And like that must come with a certain amount of guilt for people too. Like I'm fine, but so many women aren't, and so many people are not able to be mobile and get themselves up and move.
Exactly, it will affect the poor people. It will affect the poorest women.
Yeah,
and it will be them who are left fucking carrying the can, raising these fucking children who no one bloody wants. And you think once they're born, these people are actually going to fucking take care of them? These fucking religious nuts.
The care
no,
service is going to be strained.
It's just absolutely ridiculous. The last thing we need are more fucking children on this planet. That is literally the last thing we need. We need less children.
Yeah.
Let alone ones people don't even fucking want.
Yeah.
Seriously, all the people who voted yes on this, your parents should have had an abortion.
One of those clips, someone's going around and they're talking about these women are all talking about how you can adopt children and foster children, and the interview is like, so you've fostered a child, right? And you fostered, right? And they're like, no, of course not. They all want to speak this big game, and none of them would actually go and do and dream of adopting someone.
Also, even if I was going to have a kid and have it adopted, I don't want to go through having a kid. I don't want to go through a pregnancy. I don't want to have a baby and give it up. That's an extremely stressful thing to do. It's just so... And the funny part is, all these fucking COVID people, my body, my choice, I don't want the vaccine, I don't want to wear a mask. These are fuckers telling women they have to fucking have a baby.
Which they don't want,
The difference between having to wear a mask, have a vaccine, and having a baby, those are two fucking huge differences. It's just, the fucking hypocrisy is what gets to me. I wish I hadn't actually read about this earlier, because it's making me so fucking angry. But I'm just so glad that we're just separated from it. But we can't just look at it like that. You can't just look at it like, oh, we're in a different country, so it's fine. We're in a different state, so it's fine.
No, still be making noise about it.
This affects all women worldwide, because this is like... America's supposedly the most progressive country on the planet.
It fuck?
Well, that's what they like to say. So if they're doing this, who knows what country could do this next? But I know it won't be ours, and thank God for that. Hallelujah. Luckily, my fertile days are nearly over, so amen to that.
Can we talk about the next episode of Big Brother? Be all
Cheers
night.
to the menopause.
Jeez. Oh, yeah.
I'm not that old, I'm not that old.
To the change, a midlife crisis.
For God's sake, that was our public service broadcast brought to you by... okay, so, episode 2. Not episode 2, but that's what I put. Taras said Tully was trying to do a smear campaign against me.
Hang on. Oh, sorry, I've got the wrong thing up here. He said, why would she not? That's Tully's style. And I thought, no, you're
Fuck off, you little
sullying
bitch.
Tully's good name.
Don't sully Tully.
Because, yeah.
Don't you fucking dare.
Where does that come from? Tully does not do that, has never done that.
Was it about the drink? Was it about the drink?
I guess so.
Drew said he didn't want Tully to go. Others should have gone before her. Well, you should have given her your fucking vote then. Oh, I've got to that level of angry, and I'm going to be angry with everything.
It's a Frankenbite.
Oh.
Clearly.
Oh.
No, this is it. He said he had no choice but to pull the trigger on Tully. Why? Why no choice?
Bollocks. Drew wants revenge.
Also, in the intro, Sonia mentioned shockwaves through the house. The old classic.
I don't watch the intro anymore. I'll skip through it.
Oh.
Because you always say there's spoilers in there, so I have to hide from it.
No, not that bit. It's just her her introduction to the show where she does a voiceover. Not the coming up tonight, or I don't do those bits. The pre-ad break bit. No. Mute it and go, ah! That's what we do.
Oh, with the still to come.
Ah! Mute it, yeah.
That's the sort of thing I can get behind. Yeah, Frankenbite's worse than ever, but Johnson and Drew bitching about Taras. Johnson is peeved he got put up. Drew said Taras is a straight out liar. Can't they just ask them to repeat stuff in the diary room rather than do these Frankenbites? Don't you think that? Like, if they want Drew to say, well,
ask him to say it.
Just ask him to say it. It's no skin off his nose.
Save the edit team a job, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
God.
I don't get why they don't do that. Because that's as fake as doing the No, that feels less fake than doing the Frankenbite.
So I got a contact that would do a good Frankenbite.
Yeah.
It's called Dave Wall.
Go on, what's going on? You're an adulterer.
Taras admitted he lied to Tully in the eviction room. Oh yeah, Drew was basically being like, he's admitted he lied outright. Now Drew wants him to go. I don't know if you said this, or I got distracted. Reggie and Gabby are also pissed. Drew says that he's going to work with Gabby. Do you remember they're like sitting there, sort of huddled, looking out on the garden, sort of like reconvening. Johnson and Drew are both bitching about Taras in the dark in that like dressing room area.
Oh yeah, I like the seats there, the square sort of seats.
And then it cut to what I believe to be a metaphor for revenge, which was a garden spider wrapping up a little beetle-like creature just after Johnson and Taras have been plotting their revenge on... No, Johnson and Drew are plotting their revenge on Taras. It cut to the spider like doing his little... What's that called, that action?
Rolling. No.
rolling a joint.
Webbing.
Wrapping up. Yeah, webbing is little prey. It's day 46 I've got.
Only 4 OGs in the top 10. What do you think about that?
Oh, despicable.
Decimated. Shopping task was electric shocks and Pictionary.
Did they call it Pictionary?
No, but that's what it was, wasn't it?
A bit like Win, Lose or Draw back in the day. Do you remember that show?
Yeah, I used to like that show.
I used to love it too.
Yeah, I like playing those Pictionary games. It's quite fun. It's quite hard. Do you remember when draw something was the big thing?
Is that a different version of the
It's
game?
like an app, but yeah, you do the drawing.
Oh,
I
used to do that all the time.
It was fun. It was good.
Could you play it with someone too?
Yeah, you could play it online against people. Some people's drawing was...
you need your glass topped up.
Oh, it's all right.
So every word drawn correctly earns $10. Big Brother said, okay, game time.
Game on, motherfuckers.
No. Time to suffer for your art.
But the sting in the tail was...
What?
There was electric shock pads.
Oh, did we not say that bit yet?
I don't know. Beneath the clothes, but sadly not the full regalia.
They never
which we
do
like to see.
the shiny suit.
Come on.
It's just...
We want to see the booty do.
You know...
Don't we?
You know, have you ever used the slender tone?
I have, yeah.
Me too. That's all it is, though. It's not hurt. It's not painful, is it?
Bit.
Does it?
A little bit.
It's a little bit like a sort of... It's like a sharp, warm
like a little...
feeling.
Yeah. Oh, like you peed yourself.
Did you have your own slender tone?
No, my mum had one.
Did she? It's very like 80s in a way, isn't it?
Do
But
anything,
I bought one when I was like, I don't know, at uni. Because I thought it was going to give me abs.
And did it?
I think I probably had them anyway, but I think it helped.
Oh, really? Tim...
I've still got it actually.
Oh.
We should try it.
You still got it. Oh, that could be our next YouTube video.
Yeah. Once you eat a Wendy's while getting electric shocks.
Tim's laughter got to me in this task. He's like,
Oh, was it real? I thought it was hamming it up a bit much.
He reminds me, he was laughing like that in the old season when Drew was pretending to be a mime, and Tim was laughing so exaggeratedly at it, like it was the funniest thing you'd ever seen. It reminded me of that, so it gave me a warm, fuzzy feeling. So what are they on about? Super Dupers again?
Are they?
Super Duper. I enjoyed this task, to be honest.
Brenton had to draw a party, and Reggie said, "Looks like Mr. Potato Head."
Yeah, it did. I couldn't work out what that was.
Didn't look like a party, that's for sure.
No, that's...
Johnson had what?
Brenton probably don't know what a party is.
Johnson had bulldogs, and I don't know what that's supposed to say. I'm sorry. Reggie went penis. Reggie said, "Oh, we're going to be starving again." Reggie is funny, you're right.
Yeah, she is funny.
Taras had to draw flying under the radar, and he actually did it very well.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, I remember that.
The circle with the line in the plane underneath.
Nice. When Reggie was getting shocked, Tim went, "She's a vulnerable woman, big brother," which I liked. Oh yeah, Tim's fake laugh over it.
Turned out Reggie was good at it. No, did Big Brother just?
Yeah, no, she did seem to be on a bit of a roll.
She was on a roll. It's so called the MVD, the most valuable drawer.
Yeah.
Oh God, we are fucked.
No, we're good. We're good.
Should we get some more wine?
Yeah, go on.
And you can tell them what the task result was.
They won.
How many words did they get right, Lindsay?
You won't believe it. I don't know how many words, but I know how much money.
Well, if you could, how much?
$340.
And $10 a word is?
34.
Yeah.
Woo! Maths, quick maths. So that was good, but even I thought, there's got to be a sting in the tail because they never give them that much, do they?
They fucked them over, didn't they?
Yeah, so I knew there was some fuckeries going on. Now, Alfie, our executive producer, messaged me quite angry about this, going, "What did you think about this?" Them having to do the
I love that he asked you what you
in
thought.
the diary room. Like, did you think it was
shopping list?
Yeah, do you think it was out of order? I was like, oh no, I thought
normally you can do it out.
Yeah, I thought it was quite funny, to be honest. What did you think?
I'll tell you what I think. What I really, really think about this.
I want it.
Aside from the fact they had about a 3-minute 40-second time limit or whatever it was to go with their $340, which is stupid. Doing the shopping list by yourself in the diary room is old school format. Isn't it?
We like the shopping list.
The chalkboard.
Yeah.
And you would have one person do it back in the day, not even two, I think. Do you remember?
Yeah, 500 bananas.
Or was it?
Never forget.
One.
Yeah.
But even back from BB1, back in the day, and people would be going as you go in the door, they're like, and don't forget bananas, and don't forget the cat litter, and don't forget the Super Dupers.
And the caramello koala, don't forget that.
What's the caramello
That's what they
koala?
said, don't forget caramello koala. I thought, that sounds good. I want to try that.
And then the pressure is on because they had to do all the mental maths, remember? And then whatever was above budget, you wouldn't get.
There was concern even when they went in because they said she's a vegetarian and he eats like a 15-year-old boy.
Tim said that.
Yeah, who did it? JC and
Alicia.
Tacos, nachos. Oh, that was the things that people wanted, I think. Caramel.
Doritos.
I want to know, did they get the caramello koala? I need to know.
Well, everything came in small little packages, didn't it, when it arrived?
Oh, yeah, that's what Alfie was moaning about, saying, don't you think it's pathetic they give him those little things? Isn't it a bit of fun?
It is a bit of fun, but it is fuckery.
Oh, the 10 slices of bread. I quite like that. I think it's quite funny. They didn't spend £190 of the money.
That's a lot of money they didn't spend. But then there was no logic, and there was also no list to choose from. So
no, they didn't.
Back in the day, you'd have the folder. Beans cost 60p.
Yeah.
10 beans.
What about the luxury item? Can you get that instead? Hair dye or something. Reggie said, "The younger ones are doing my head in. I can just tell JC has everything done for him at home." Ooh. Eesh. And she's moaning about them not doing their washing up and shit.
Yeah.
That would be annoying.
Especially, they don't pick up after themselves, she said.
I could tell that from the bedroom.
Apparently, someone had something to say about it getting worse after someone left.
Oh.
I can't remember who it was that would have been tidying up before,
No,
though.
Dave. I don't know. Estelle and Reggie are worrying about the comp and being picked off by Johnson. Estelle told Tim to go after Johnson. Taras is worried as Drew is being silent with him. Drew said, I'm a gun for hire today. Drew's obsessed with saying that.
Johnson wants to target Johnson over it.
Johnson said to Taras, you going to nominate me again, bro?
We've got to play offensively today, Tim. Who said that?
Drew, I think.
I think it's Johnson to Tim about Taras. Johnson wanted Taras out, right?
Yeah, because he nominated him.
Is it the next day yet? Day 47. Drew's just putting it out there. Yeah, he's a gun for hire. There you go. Just putting it out there.
Drew thinks he's in a western.
Johnson is saying to Taras, I fucking care. Oh yeah, remember they were in the kitchen. And like, he went behind Taras and was like, I fucking care that you put me up. Drew was being like, no hard feelings or whatever.
Yeah. Don't you think Taras was being a bit sort of smug and smarmy?
I didn't understand that whole scene, to be quite honest with
weird.
you. Drew said, give me the chance and I will put him up with intent to evict.
Oh, intent to evict.
That's my tattoo of the week.
He also said he was shooting from the hip today. So he's a gun for hire and he's shooting from the hip. Well, I don't know if I want to hire that gun.
And intent to evict.
Sounds like it's going to go in the wrong direction.
Got a license to evict.
Drew said, oh yeah, I couldn't care less you voted for me. And Johnson said, I could. Taras said in the diary room, golly gosh, I do not want to be in those eviction chairs. Golly gosh, what is this? Enid Blyton times?
Really playing a character.
Yeah. Drew said he's a liar and his word means nothing. I think this was the contentious diary room that was then shown again later in the episode. The exact same diary room.
I thought that I heard the same clip twice.
You did. That was it.
Come on, Big Brother.
I did think, he's repeating himself, but it was the exact same clip they showed twice. Just in case you were so stupid that you missed it the first time.
I don't think Big Brother's even pretending anything happened in order anymore, so I'm not surprised.
They don't care what day it is. They don't care what week it is.
Tell us what day it is, they don't tell us what time it is, and that's what I'm mad about.
I've got a little update from last week. Just very brief. I finished The Time Traveller's Wife, and what I said was going to happen most certainly did not happen.
What did you say?
I said, he was going to go back and save his mum and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
At the end, I didn't even understand.
I can't remember you mentioning that, but I do now.
I was pissed. But anyway, at the end, I didn't even understand. I'm actually now considering reading the book to try and work out what the hell happened. So in a way,
you were watching the show.
I was watching the TV show.
I thought you were reading the book.
No, but now I'm thinking of reading the book. So
you wouldn't dream of it.
Oh, cool. What do you mean? I've read 3 books this year. How many you read?
Oh. I've read about 3 chapters of a book.
I've read Eleanor Oliphant is Completely Fine, Recursion, and The Midnight Library.
Midnight Library sounds like a kids' show off CBDs.
It is like a kids' book. It's really good. You die and
go see a little glowworm.
You die and then you get to see all how your life could have panned out different ways.
Oh,
it's kind of cool.
That'll be a TV show on Netflix soon. I'm sure
it would actually make a good TV show. So yeah, I have read books, but anyway, I might read this book next, but we shall see.
Oh, you're a changed woman.
I'm trying to be a bit more literary because Jack reads a lot now. So
anyway, let's read him all right and said the First Aid Kit Girl fans.
Oh God, yeah. Well, if First Aid Kit Girl sold any copies, I'd write another one, but it didn't. So I ain't got the energy.
In
for
spite of all this promotion, every bloody episode.
Fucking week. You should read it though; it's really good. Come on, what's
House
happening?
Norms safety challenge in the basement. It is the one with the shelves on the pulleys. They're working in pairs. They've got to roll those balls between the shelves.
It's the storage unit task, I call that. Don't you think it looks like something you'd have in the bathroom? Don't you think?
Why is that a storage unit?
Have your shampoos on it and a soap.
Look at this picture here of the shelves. Dan said, Big Brother said, trans lives matter. It's quite transy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I know all about the flags now, you know. We did a D&I session at work. I learned about...
What's a D&I?
D and I.
D&I.
We learned about all
D
those...
and I. Oh,
all those
diversity and
different
inclusion.
colours in the flags. I know what all of them are, and even the intersex one. What do you think about that?
Is that the round circle?
That's the round one, yeah. So now
we don't need to add all these colours because that rainbow by definition already includes everyone. That's what I've heard people saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, what about the black and brown lines? You want to put them in there? You want the trans?
Well,
you
no,
want
because
the
they're
intersex?
already... Everyone was included under the rainbow.
Well,
that's what they said. They said it's a cash in to change them, but I don't believe it. I like the new ones.
Look, the rainbow's been outsourced to the NHS now. Forest needs to reclaim this one. For God's sake, get back on track.
This task was very outstanding because it included a lot of uses of the word divot.
Oh.
And you don't hear divot very much, do you, out in life?
No, definitely not.
And Alicia said, "Oh, you bastard!" And it didn't.
Come on, you bastards!
It didn't get bleeped. So I thought, what time did they show this, or is bastard just a normal word in Australia?
I was wondering that myself. Oh, Drew is back to looking hot again. I noted. He's looking good this episode, so that's good to know. Oh yeah, shelving unit wars I've written, and the divots. They were working in pairs. Chosen by a random draw, I think.
Yeah.
Brenton and Reggie working together.
Yeah.
Unlucky Brenton. Tim, who was Tim with? They were doing well.
Tim was with
Gabby. And Johnson and Taras were doing well
they
as
were.
well.
I was worried about that pairing because they're good at these sort of things, weren't you?
Yes, I am always a bit worried about that.
It was Drew and Estelle. They've got beef.
They weren't doing too good, were they? They weren't in sync.
No, well.
Taras noted that Tim was not flipping it, he was just rolling it. It was like copied.
They did a nice little
copied his work.
Sort of slow tilt and slide, didn't they? That was good. That roll.
That did look hard.
It's true because the jump and flip was too risky. You'd
Yeah,
knock
it
your
was.
balls flying, wouldn't it?
Oh, you've got to keep them in the divots. Keep them safe within those divots. Very important.
Estelle said at one point to Drew, "Let's put the psychological pressure on. That's when people crack."
Oh yeah.
Well, we didn't really see it happen.
What did they do?
It
I wanted them
work.
to start going, fuck you all. It didn't happen.
Or just like I can't do it anymore. Or what is it?
I don't know.
You have to act like you're going to give up,
Oh,
so
right.
that they give up or something.
Oh, I see.
I don't know,
yeah.
the Tilly tactic.
Oh, yeah.
So people start to think, imagine it's not the same thing, is it? Because it's not endurance. Scrap that.
Scrap
I don't
it.
think I'm really going to be able to see this one through.
The podcast?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Oh, dear.
You want to finish this one by yourself?
Fuck off.
Look how horizontal I am.
Yeah, sit up straight.
No,
that's
I
that's
can't.
not helping. You need to sit up straight.
I can't.
I can slap you around the face if you want.
With a wet fish.
Yeah. Oh, you've already had the wet fish. Sit up. That's not helping. Come on, have a glass of water.
Oh, I should have some water.
Yeah, there's
Good
some
idea.
water.
I've got a bottle
Come
of
on,
water there.
stay hydrated. Half the time when you think you're tired, you're actually just thirsty. That's what I've heard.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that. So,
Did you see me drink any of this already?
no, you haven't drank any. Look, it's full up.
Why is it unsealed? Hopefully I opened it, otherwise it's poisoned.
Poison blue. So, come on, Tim and Gabby won. Estelle wants to put points on Johnson to save herself. This is where we had the whole hiding Reggie in the laundry room saga.
Oh, yeah,
Did
I
you
like
this
this.
scene?
Yeah,
These
just
scenes.
It's alright, you just stow her away. Wait, what happened with the task? Who won?
Tim and Gabby.
Oh, thanks.
So Estelle wanted to save herself, so they locked Reggie in the laundry room.
Yeah, because basically she'll be swayed.
Yeah, and she will tell
Or-
people who she's going to vote for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll sing like a canary.
Yeah. So
Reggie Bird.
So Brent and Taras wanted to vote for Drew. Drew was not happy that he was got put up as a safe vote before without asking. He said about Taras, he can take his little moustache and bathrobe and walk the hell out the door. What bathrobe? I've not seen him wearing a bathrobe.
It's that one that Alicia was wearing in the fashion show.
Look,
Is this water okay?
the only bathrobe I concern myself with in the Big Brother house is Jo O'Meara's. I saw her on Lorraine this week saying she used to be addicted to fruit machines.
Any story to get on telly, that woman?
Addicted to fruit machines. I mean, that's quite low rent, isn't it? Bit base, isn't it?
Fruit
Shabby.
machine.
Fucking fruit.
Down the old
the
boozer.
The fruities.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, the fruities. She liked She said she liked seeing those free cherries come in, or seeing the bits light up at the top. She said.
Fucking Jesus wept.
Basic. So why is Estelle guarding the door? Well, Adele. Hello.
It's me.
Drew said it's like Reggie has forgotten the scramble, or she's back in 2003.
Yeah.
He was like, "Where is Reggie?"
He goes out and trying to get her up there, and Estelle's like, no, it's fine. I love this Reggie just faffing around the laundry room. She goes later, I was fixing the washing machine.
So Drew comes out and he goes, "Oh, I thought we'd forgotten about Reggie." Estelle's like, "No, we haven't."
No, because Drew was really like, "Oh shit,
Yeah.
we don't know. Reggie doesn't know what she's doing."
Estelle's like, "I've got this shit covered. Don't worry about it."
Would someone have poisoned my water though?
No, just relax.
In the local Tesco here, isn't any cause for someone to like tamper with the water? Do you think?
Don't think so. Right. So listen.
Sorry.
This is very important.
Yeah.
Drew is so up his own arse. He thinks everyone's just forgot about Reggie, whereas Estelle has got Reggie on lock already. Like, I don't know. Just like Reggie's just like an afterthought to them, but to Estelle, she's like a big pawn piece in her game, kind of thing.
Well, she's obviously key to the success of the OGs in that she's unwavering, apart from
when she wavered.
when she wavered and voted out Drew, and then didn't vote for the right person. No, it wasn't her. She was up for HOH. Who did she vote for? Oh, I didn't.
Taras.
Taras. It was the protection technique, but it got twisted into like human rights abuse, didn't it?
Yeah, that was a bit mad.
And I thought it was a bit sad that that was pointed at Estelle. Am I really drunk?
Estelle was clever. I don't know why. Estelle was clever to get Reggie to do that. And Reggie's got a brain of her own. If she don't want to do that, then don't do it. Like, they were like, "Oh, Estelle's manipulating Reggie." It's like, that's up to Reggie what way she wants to vote. What's wrong with you? I'm just going to carry on.
I'm not listening because I'm trying to work out if this water's okay. I think it just tastes like tap water.
You just drink some...
What if Tesco just filled it up with tap water?
Why on earth would they do that? What would be the reasoning?
What if some member of the public did it as a joke?
Filled it up with tap water? Oh, hardy bloody heart. Why the fuck would someone do that?
I'm drinking it.
Drink it then. Or
Someone's
just
tap water.
No, you're not. It's not tap water. It's just like the cheapest mineral water you can get at Tesco Springs or whatever. Every little helps Springs. Listen, I'm trying to get this fucking joke.
Sorry.
Estelle has kept the Johnson votes under wraps well. Drew is basing his vote on strategy and minor retribution. That's nice.
What is minor retribution?
You know, just a little tiny bit of retribution.
But what's major retribution?
Because the major part is the strategy. The minor part is the retribution. So it's like 2/3 strategy.
What's retribution mean?
One part
Revenge.
retribution, yeah. Comeuppance. So, Drew's teeth are looking lovely, I've put here.
Is this a scramble? I said Estelle's done the numbers.
Don't you fucking dare go back like
wait,
three
no,
fucking
because
sentences
I've got a point
here.
to make here. I put Estelle's done the numbers and she's
Crunchy.
telling Reggie to vote for Johnson to keep her off the block. But hear me out.
Don't you fucking dare just
To
say
which-
everything I've
hear
just
me out.
said. Don't you dare.
To which I said, lucky Estelle can do the numbers. And Dan went, yeah, imagine you in that situation.
How rude.
It's true, I couldn't do it.
Why? Why can't you do the numbers?
I'm dyscalculous.
That's one word,
What's
right?
serious?
They're gonna abolish that in American.
Yeah, I'm really under risk, under threat.
Say that word again, would you?
Dyscalculous.
You made that up. I'm discombobulated after hearing that.
I've written.
Is that why you're always fucking late?
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah, I think you told me that
built
before.
in. Dan read about
built
it.
in bollocks.
It's built into my
whatever.
being. I've written here, and sorry, just hear me out. Estelle is worried that what Reggie might say to someone, so she has to hide in the laundry like Anne Frank.
Oh dear, were you drunk when you were watching
No.
this as well? Oh dear.
I'm like, who's in there? No one's in here, no.
Let's hope Reggie doesn't meet the same end as Anne Frank.
Just fixing the washing machine.
Come on, have you got any other hilarious bon mots like that?
Hilarious what?
Bon mots.
Bon mots.
God, you're learning a lot tonight,
What's
aren't
that?
you? Like a little witticism.
No, just that. No, I've got a note here saying that nobody is using the HOH suite that we see.
Oh yeah, the gummy, the lollies.
Taras is going to vote for Drew from a selfish standpoint. Where's the minor retribution bit? Oh god, I'm way behind you. Carry on.
Oh god, Gabby is trying to save Drew. So the votes were as such. Drew got 3 votes. Estelle got 1. Brenton, Johnson, Taras all got 2. So what happened with Estelle's plan? Gabby fucked up, didn't she? She didn't vote for Johnson.
Yeah, because she decided to force this tie.
Oh, to save Drew.
Because she and Tim get to decide.
Right.
To break the tie, right?
Oh yeah, Tim and Gabby have to choose. Why do they have to choose?
Yeah, you would have thought it would have been not Estelle, JC.
Why are Tim and Gabby choosing? The fuck?
Estelle's hat, butter. Have you noticed that?
No. What?
Her hat says butter on it.
Oh, does it?
It says butter racing. Butter racing.
Butter racing? I
Yeah.
can't imagine that going well.
Also, it's got a Jaguar logo, so I'm very confused about the hat.
I prefer margarine walking.
Margarine warfare.
Oh dear, you've lost it. Are you off your nut?
Apparently. Yeah, so anyway,
Yeah.
as I was saying, Alicia and Reggie got no votes. Drew got 3. So, who put these 3 votes on Drew? That's what I need to know. Here you go.
Not this again.
Here's the problem.
Dyspraxia's coming in.
Here's the problem.
Whatever it is,
It's when you
dyscalculus.
fall over. Dyscalculia. Drew has 3. If Gabby had stuck with the plan and put Johnson as 3, they would have then been able to decide between Brenton and Taras. Like, either way, there was going to be a draw scenario here.
Yeah. So would Drew have been safe?
No.
Oh.
Not in any scenario.
I hate these scenarios. Okay.
Tim and Gabby are giddy with the power, I've written, weren't they? Giggling on the diary room chair.
Yeah.
And they chose to put up Taras and Brenton, and I've written R.I.P. Brenton.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's short-lived, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it's an all-male block for once. Estelle's plan fell through. The next thing I've written is Gabby has tiny ears.
I didn't see them under all that hair.
You rarely see them because she's got that mane of hair that goes down to her arse. But she must have had it tucked behind her ear for 1 second, and then I saw what she's hiding.
Postal pat
Little
ear.
coin flip ears. Oh dear.
Taras said, Tim, can I say that I chose... Tim, can I say that Tim, can I say that because it's kind of good to finally have it happen. I owe you. There you go.
What are you actually reading out there?
What I've written. Can I just say, he's like, can I just say I owe you, Tim? Because it's kind of good that it's finally happened that I'm on the block.
Oh yeah, Taras thanks Tim for ending the anticipation I've put. I don't want that anticipation ended. Keep the anticipation going, I say. Drew is working out the votes and realised you can't trust Taras because Taras said he would save Drew.
Is this the repeated
Yeah,
diary,
for God's sake. Reggie is annoyed that Gabby didn't vote for Johnson as was plotted in the laundry room scandal.
Reggie's standards are all over the place here.
Washing machine.
I thought they should have brought Wendy in for the ironing task.
Yeah,
did I say that last week?
Yeah, we did discuss that last time. We did discuss that matter. Who flipped to try and save Drew? Gabby. Reggie is not happy. Reggie wants to target Gabby next.
As soon as Reggie gets a beer, next I'm going to target Gabby.
Reggie loves to hold a grudge.
Oh, she loves it.
Gabby is another bad person.
Reggie's autobiography, The Grudge.
Gabby is another really bad person to target because Gabby is another person who's basically on their side.
Yeah.
And Reggie
wants the other one
Jules. Lest we forget, the dancing queen, aka Mystic Meg. Why is Reggie targeting these middle people who are like partly on her side?
She ain't got a clue, bless her. She can't see beyond it, you know?
No.
She's like red flag to a ball.
No, you know why she can't see. Visually impaired.
She actually gets by very well considering she's so visually impaired. She could identify Brenton's drawing as Mr. Potato Head, so that's something.
That's a good point. And that was quite a way away, wasn't it? Oh, that's a good.
But then, you know what it is?
It's the periphery.
Alfie said it's like looking through a straw.
The peripheral vision.
Was that in the show?
No, but I've heard of that with blind people before.
Yeah, the peripheral's gone.
Yeah, so
but the middle bit.
Oh God!
Imagine that.
Imagine waiting for it to go.
Oh, and it just
I'm getting smaller and smaller.
Oh, God.
Me and Gaz are both looking at her hands.
That's terrible.
That's awful. Oh.
Actually, if you are further away, it's actually better for you in that situation. because you can see
Oh
more.
yeah, it's like a telescope almost, isn't it? Oh dear. Should we do a part 2 because we're on 1 hour 58 right now?
Yeah, but can't we just wrap this bit up?
Oh, that's all I had. So yeah.
Oh, Reggie said, "Why do people keep doing this to me?" And Estelle was also pissed off about Gabby's flip. Yeah, you're right. That is the end. It's going to be Gabby, my next target. So Reggie.
That's a big mistake, right?
Right, we will have to do a part 2 because this is getting a long podcast. Exactly. So, on the other side, we'll be discussing the last episode of the week and Drew's evaction, and we'll be opening the mailbag.
And this is going to be the best part yet, so don't go away.
Because I'm full of beans.
Yep, I'm going to just give Gaz a shot of tequila now, and we'll be right back.
And adrenaline.
BRB.
Bye.
Nice buns, soft, fluffy, and ultra-low net carbs. Discover Hero Bread, the delicious ultra-low net carb bread with incredible taste and texture. Hero Bread has 0 grams of sugar and is under 100 calories per serving. Plus, high in fiber with 5 to 10 grams of protein per serving. Available on Amazon.com, Walmart.com, and at hero.co. That's HERO.co. Delicious, ultra-low net carb Hero Bread, buns and tortillas. Soft and fluffy, high in fiber, and with 0 grams of sugar, up to 10 grams of protein, coming in at under 100 calories. Order today at hero.co and use the code AH10 to get 10% off your first purchase. That's AH10 at hero.co. HERO.co. Order from hero.co now and get 10% off your first purchase with promo code AH10. That's 10% off with code AH10. HERO.co.